York City, New York, York. If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we back. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all bleed blue and orange. And everybody starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back. You love like oh yeah, we back. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we New York City, New York, York. If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we back. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all bleed blue and orange. And everybody starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back. You love like oh yeah, we back. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we New York City, New York, York. If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we back. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all bleed blue and orange. And everybody starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back. You love like oh yeah, we back. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we New York City, New York, York. If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks York City. New York Knicks. If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back. This is New York.
Films in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The new Knicks, the organic podcast.
Uh-oh. Sounds like it's about to go down in here. Going down. New York City, NYC, Borough. MSG, stand up. Brooklyn, Staten, and the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. Brooklyn, Staten, and the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks.
Que lo que, mi gente, was good, organic fanatics, was good, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you know what it is, while he's over here chewing on some candy, you know what it is, it's your boy Ruel, 1/4 of the show, even though 2/4 of the show don't even show up no more at the end of the year. Apparently they're like real Knicks, that they don't show up halfway through the game, but we're going to talk a little bit about that. So we got two players missing. They down and out. New York Knicks. They got New York Knicks. The new Knicks is out there in a video shoot. Listen, Black Empire really in there's entertainment. If y'all you better now sub now. They gotta drop that fire joint. But anyway, we're gonna get to that there. That you heard that. Eso estaba como un poquito. Hey, that was fire. Salute to the new Knicks out there. Machete. We got a bolo out from Machete. He's out there. Be on the lookout for Machete. Look, buy your local milk carton, only organic. You're seeing at the back of that organic milk carton. If you see Machete, we're looking for him. If you find him, let us know. 1-800, where's his ass? 1-800, where's his ass? That's what we're looking for. Okay. I got my co-host, Manito. 2 shots in the building. What up, sir?
What up, what up, what up? What up to the panel? What's up to chat, replay gang, you know the vibes. If you like the video, like the motherfucking video. Let's go.
Oh, I was waiting for the rest. I thought we was getting the bell. Okay. I thought I was waiting for the bell notification. Y que sé yo qué, pero no.
Oh yeah, I don't do all that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet.
Short to the point. Okay.
That's right.
I wanted to make sure. I wasn't sure. So I wanted to make sure. I see all of that. Salute to the gang. And first of all, salute to the freaking Rican, Mr. M Specialist. He's behind all that back there doing the dibbity dabs and the who hads and pulling knobs. Yo, pause. Buzzerbee's like, who is that? Are you part of the show? Why do they talk about you? We don't see you. Who are you, mister? He's the ghost. The ghost. Salute to An Dios.
What's the Wizard of Oz guy that's behind the curtain?
The wizard?
Oh.
It's okay. The Wizard of Oz.
Okay. We starting early, I see.
Hey, we ain't even finished intros already. That's what we do. That's what we do, ladies and gentlemen. Forget stats and statistics. We'll sprinkle it in. But we're a show that's on fire. How you doing? 2 shots? How we put the seasoning on it? Sprinkle. Sprinkle. Hey, salute to Unsplash. It was a hit for him, man. You know, we'd be looking like a bunch of Muppets out here. We were looking crazy. Salute to him.
They wouldn't even get a video. They might get an audio.
They might get an audio. We'll be doing ancient times with scrolls and
Sending smoking signals and pigeons with notes and stuff. You know.
three posts of smoke is let's go Nick. Left turn. Eh? Keith Watkins, no. Salute to Keith Watkins, first moderator in the building here. He knows. Left immediately. Left immediately. That's it. Salute to the building. Salute to
Detour
Keith
in
Watkins.
3,
First moderator.
2, 1. Yo.
Bang a left. That's gonna be the new slogan. Organic fanatics. We banging lefts. Hey yo.
Man, I'm gonna get a shirt. I'm gonna get a shirt that says Detour in 3, 2, 1.
The detour has nothing but left U-turns. Hey, salute to Buzzer Beater. Que lo que? Salute on Dios. On God, manito. Que lo que? Salute to you. Salute to Keith Watkins in the building. Just Knicks. What players on the bench are key to us in advancing? Hold on. Just Knicks is good. Like, just how we go left, Just Knicks is throwing us questions off the bat. He wants us to think right off the show. Take it easy, sir.
You haven't had a sip yet. Come on, man.
I just had my first, so it might start getting a little bit exciting. Hey, salute to everybody in the building, Buzz family. We appreciate you guys. Always fun with you guys. Appreciate you guys. Not to go on a somber tip, but rest in peace to everybody in Santo Domingo, all the people who died in the club. RIP to everybody in DR, to our family. We appreciate you. Couldn't be a DR show without representing our people. A lot of lost lives out there. Mi gente dominicana, lo queremos mucho, que estamos con ustedes, que descansen en paz hasta que estamos en ese día. So, toda la familia, saludo, amor. Appreciate you guys and mucho paz. Appreciate you guys. So we DR, baby. You know what I'm saying? And salute to Puerto Rico. I got salute to Puerto Rico, who send over firefighters. You know what I'm saying? PR and DR, we family. We link together like a sweater. You know what I'm saying? We link together like a sweater. We don't match. You know what I'm saying? We like a Gordon Gortrell jersey. Anyway, you too young. You don't know a Gordon Gortrell? You don't. Oh my God, young buck here. You don't know Gordon?
Come on, 2000s and up, man. Come on. Stop living in the 1900s.
1900s. Mira, don't start a fight. Mira, cut his channel off. Cut his camera now. 1900s.
Hey, don't make me hit you with a tariff, bro.
Hey, but you're gonna pause the tariff if you do, huh? Pause. Pause on the
My bad.
Everybody. Be on in a minute. Sorry, guys, we were running late, and I'm gonna take a full L for that. I was out with Raw Hebrew Remnant, who somebody was supposed to be with us who didn't show up.
Who's that asshole?
Someone's supposed to. Anyway, he was at the range. Somebody didn't show up.
I don't know who you're talking about, but that person sounds like an asshole.
Whoever that guy is.
Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah. F-bomb him, whatever that is. Let's see what we got. Instant questions. I'll go to Justin. I'm here. Salute to the chat. Keith Watkins, what up, bro? What players off the bench are key to us advancing? He's going right into it.
Ah, damn.
Let me get to one more sip, and then we're gonna go to something again. But I love the question. Love the question, Just Knicks. And to be honest, my brother's not here to avoid you because he's scared. If I'm gonna be honest, he's scared of playing basketball against you. And he's not here to defend himself, so we'll just take my opinion. You can't defend yourself. Say something.
Oh, anyways. Man.
All right, so let's go over the last. So we hit 50. 51 technically. So we got the 50 burger, 2 seasons back to back. Let's go, Tibbs. Let's go. Why are you so quiet, 2 shots? Let's go. Hey, 2 50-win seasons back to back. I'm celebrating the success. Yeah, you could be with the emotional damage crew, the flaky fans. You guys can be over there and be miserable. Oh, fire, Tibbs. Anyway, 2 50-win seasons. I'm celebrating that. But we did play these teams here that kind of look kind of rough. So let's start against the Celtics. We had our full squad. The game against the Celtics, we had a full lineup against the Boston Celtics. A full contingency. They had everybody, I believe. Everybody played in their team as well. I don't think nobody was missing.
Horford was missing.
Horford was missing? Horford. Yeah, but Horford.
And Brown played like 20 minutes.
Oh,
He
so
didn't play the. I don't remember. I don't remember seeing him in the second half at all.
whatever. He put a jersey on. I don't want to hear no excuses. Because how we giving
I mean,
them
we lost
excuses?
anyways. I'm not trying to make excuses. It is what it is.
But let's get to it. No, but that game we was winning. We was doing pretty good. We won the first quarter 30-27. We won the second quarter 28-25. And then the third quarter came. And then the third quarter, where we could have hit the broad side of a barn. 31-21. They made
What's
it.
the excuse? So we're tired. What is it? What's the excuse?
29-24. I thought it was a well played game. I thought it was very good. I thought they, considering that all the games we played against them were a blowout, considering that was the first time we played them healthy, considering that was the first time Mitch got to see some minutes on there, I thought it was a phenomenal game. I thought that's what all the games should have, could have, and would be looking like with a full contingency Knicks. Unlike our Knicks Nation that doesn't put any of that in account, that we actually had half our team missing or a lot of players missing. Ain't no excuse. We played very well. We should have had that win. They let what's his name they let White take 6 steps and then pass. I mean, the travel not heard around the world. I mean, Buddy took so many steps. I thought he was doing the I thought he was doing the salsa. So that should have been a call. We should have the game. But the opposition always has the rush on their side. They should be wearing a jersey on that. Esa cosa. You think that's?
I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything.
I mean, you look like you're. I mean, for not saying anything, your eyes and your smirks are saying a lot. I sense a tone of sarcasm and underlining.
Okay. Yeah.
30-year folks, 30 years since we've had back-to-back 50-win seasons. Give Tibbs a little credit, 2 shots, just once, bro.
I will give him credit. I will give him credit for sucking the life out of this season. And I will give him credit for being a 50-win team with the least amount of confidence that I've ever had in my entire life.
That's least amount of talent. What you wanted to do, least amount of talent prior to this. Like last year, getting 50 wins with.
Sure, whatever you want to say.
Okay, I just want to make sure. So there's logical Knicks, and then
there's me. Yep, you got it.
I got mad love for you, logical Knicks.
Okay.
There's organic fanatics, and then there's GMO fanatics.
I mean, I'm told that somebody is tired of me talking about Tibbs, so I'm trying to avoid the subject.
No, never. Just when you thought you're out, they keep pulling me back in. That's what I do for you. 2 shots. I keep bringing.
That is what it is.
Listen, what we're doing now is we're looking at the last couple of games. We're having our own opinions of thoughts of how you see it to how I see it and other people. I'm not judging you. I'm gonna ask you to express your opinion, and however that looks like to you, I may not feel that way again, but there's a contingency of Knicks Nation that root for you and say, "Let's go 2 shots. Let's go 2 shots."
Don't root for me. I'm not doing nothing.
I'm saying there's some that are out there that think like you, and they're like, "Yeah, fire taps."
Oh yeah, well, there's a lot of smart ones out there.
That there are, and there's also a lot of lost ones that. But you're right.
Yeah, but not everybody that's lost, or not everybody that's wandering is lost. Or what's that saying? How's that saying goes? Whatever.
Salute to Jimmy J. Salute to Jimmy J in the building. First time, see you in the chat. We see you. I see you out here in the world. Hey, full brim salute. Hold on, I got the brim. I gotta get turned around. I'll get back here. Salute to Jimmy J. Says gotta win 4 times. Haven't done it 1 time though. It's a little obvious. I get it. So when you saw that game, 2 shots, you saw the Knicks. They were fighting. I think you were saying in the chat that they were fighting. You know, what were your thoughts when you saw that we're at least competitive? Did it look competitive to you? Was there anything that stood out to you that was kind of off in that game that you thought could have been done better, or were you happy with what you saw? What were your thoughts when you saw it, at least competitive?
I mean, I'm not happy, obviously, because we lost. But I'm not like overly upset about it either. You know, I didn't get my hopes up because I had already known previously that, you know, this team showed me who they were. And I didn't really have any hope to win that game. So when we lost, I actually took it as like a moral victory that we didn't get blown out by 20 points.
That's interesting. That's an interesting perspective. For me, I was excited. I was happy for the team. I thought this is who the team that we knew we had from the beginning of the year. When healthy, we were formidable with anybody. I know we've had a lot of peaks and valleys through the whole season, but I understood it myself personally. I'm not judging and asking. Me myself personally, I knew we had people missing. That on a healthy squad, we're going to be something dangerous, and it's going to take time. Considering that was the first time as a whole unit we played. You had Josh Hart play 48 minutes. He played a gang of it. He played all of it. Josh Hart played all of it. 11 rebounds, 10 points, 7 assists. OG Anunoby, one of the first times in that game that he didn't score over 20 points. I was a little surprised.
Yeah, I forgot. He scored like 5 points, right?
No, he had 13 points, 8 rebounds, which is big for him. Normally he's at 3 or 4. So the fact that he was getting rebounds, yeah, one assist.
He didn't show up how he had been.
I agree, but I think I don't remember how many games Jalen Brunson was back at that point. If that was the second game back for him.
I don't. I think it might have been. Yeah, I don't know.
think it was the second game. So again, they were trying to figure that out, considering how the team was rolling prior to that. Yeah, Karl Anthony Towns, who played very well. He played phenomenal. You want to see that Karl Anthony Towns all the time. 34 points, 14 rebounds, 2 assists, big game, 43 points. He was dominant in that game. Would have liked to see other players step up, but again, that's adjusting, getting back into rhythm. Now they had Brunson back in the game. Did OG kind of just let Brunson try to figure his game out and then stop what he was doing? So I don't know. It was something interesting. I like that even so. Mikal Bridges, 14 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. I already know everybody's trying to dog on my dog. Mikal Bridges. I still rise with the homie. Jalen Brunson came to play that game, 27 points, 10 assists, which was big. That was good in that game. He was looking to facilitate, scored 27 points in 38 minutes. So he's playing heavy minutes. Ankle looks good. Are you concerned anything for the playoffs after you see him playing now? Of ankle injury, anything like that, or you think he's good to go?
Nah, man. For Jalen Brunson, that dude is a savage, bro. I'm not concerned, not even in the slightest. He's such a durable player. He's consistent, and in the playoffs, he shows up. So I'm expecting him to do what he normally does. Now, as far as the others, I don't know. I'm questioning Cat. I don't know if Cat can keep the same production or give you maybe a little more, or I don't know. Mikal is the biggest X factor I've ever heard in my entire life. You could get 20 and 10 Mikal, or you could get 5 off of like 5 and 15 shooting or something. Like he could swing the pendulum either way. And OG, I'm hoping OG can still replicate the like 7 games that he had where he was averaging like 20, 25 and whatever it was. You know,
yeah, like 10, like 10 averaging 20 plus, and then like 9 over or like 7 over like 28, 25 points.
Yeah, some ridiculous. I don't know, some crazy efficiency too. Like I'm hoping he could go back to that. I mean, I don't expect it because JB obviously is coming back and he's gonna take a lion's share, and so is Cat. But I'm hoping OG could be a solid third option. Maybe Mikal could be a 4th or 5th at best.
Yeah, but even before that, because before Brunson got hurt, OG had at least 3 or 4 games where he was north of 20 points.
Yeah,
With that, so he was doing it. He was doing it with Brunson. He did it without Brunson, so that's a huge for us. I mean, the fact that he's able to do it, he's confident doing it. He's playing his best basketball at the best time of the season. That's phenomenal. So the fact that he's doing that gives me great encouragement for any series. Because in the beginning, you saw OG was the same way, where you didn't know if he's going to get 12, if he's going to give you 15. Where he was. You were scared of his elbow. Anytime he fell down, you kind of held your breath. Now he's just the monster mash. He's tearing it up. So I'm vibing with him. Miles McBride in that game, tough game for him to play because he's switching from Drew. He's to the 6th man of the year more than likely. That was a little warm up game for him. Played 21 minutes, 5 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. That was fine. Mitchell Robinson only played 16 minutes in that game, but he had 4 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist in the game.
That's concerning to me because he's been back for like 10 games now, and you're still at the 20-minute mark. Like you're still, it's not increasing. 25, 30 minutes, no, still 20 minutes. Like, what's going on? What are we protecting him for? You know what I mean? Wasn't it supposed to be the ramp up to the playoffs? Like we have a week off. Why is he still on a minutes restriction when the same minutes restriction as when he first got back? That makes no sense to me.
Again, someone that had that type of injury that you waited a whole year to bring him into the playoffs, you just want to make absolute sure that he's going to be able to perform the way you expect him, especially for the playoffs. Playoffs, you want to get him into the playoffs where there's no limit restrictions. So in that game and against Boston too, I don't think you want to show your whole hand and to a certain extent and overextend them in a game that game was really meaningless, to be honest, especially for them because they already clinched the first. So for them, it was really meaningless. It was more of a jockeying game. Like we're just gonna play the mental game that we can beat you no matter what. That's why they played the whole game because they really didn't have to. For us, we were trying to get in rhythm, so they just wanted to say, "Hey, we got your number," type of thing. So I mean, I can understand it, but nonetheless, I'm happy in that game that they played whoever they had. Brunson had, not Brunson. Brown had to sit the other second half of the season, the half, with an injury. So if he's hurting, sucks for you, bro. But we were able to contend. I liked the game. I was happy with it. As long as it was competitive, I only asked for 48 minutes of basketball, however that looks. So the fact that they were competitive, I was with that. OT, whatever. It's give or take. And the ref should have called that travel, but again, it's the Knicks. They're never going to call that. So
I'm not expecting any help from the refs at all.
No, I agree. As we're not going to get it anyway, even if if that's the case. But they're never going to give that to us. But I was happy with that game. I thought that game was really good. I thought it was very competitive, so I was okay with that. The next game was a back-to-back, if I'm not mistaken. It was against. After that was
Detroit, was it?
Detroit on a back-to-back. So let me go back here. Hold on. So you have the Celtics, and then 2 days later. So you have Boston, who's a possible second finals Eastern Conference final matchup, and then you got the Detroit Pistons 2 days later. They were on, I think, 3 days rest, 2 days rest, a little something like that. More than
that game was way more concerning to me.
Look, why was it concerning? Tell me what you were thinking.
I mean, I told you guys I was singing his praises throughout the whole year that Cade Cunningham is gonna be a problem, and I believe this is gonna be the year where he shows the world who he really is. He made Deuce McBride look small. Deuce had nothing for him. They put McHale on him. He shitted on McHale. He was unstoppable. He ended up with like 35 points and like 10 assists. And if anything, that's the worst thing that you could take from that game, because if Cade goes off, that team is gonna follow suit. That team plays hard. That team is physical and tall. And those are all things that we have problems against. And they're young, so they're gonna be running. And again, these are things that we have problem against. And Jalen and Duren, whatever his name is, Jalen Duren, is it the center?
Yeah.
That dude is a savage, bro. That dude is built like a fucking tank, and he's gonna just steamroll over Cat. Like I do not see Cat defending him well at all. At all. That game was super concerning for me.
So in that game, the effort in that game did give me a little bit of info on it, to like, as far as like I wouldn't say concerned. I just wanted to see a little more effort on there. Precious played phenomenal in that game. That gave me a little hype to see that Precious against Stewart, that matchup. If he plays, I think
that's a watch. Just Precious is not going to get those minutes in the playoffs.
We don't know. He for sure. For sure, he's not getting those 40 minutes. He's definitely not getting
exactly. So who's he playing over?
He's gonna get minutes.
If he gets 10 minutes, he's not gonna play like the 40-minute Achua. He's gonna give you the 10 minutes where he's missing bunnies at the basket.
He's gonna.
Callahan's Tua.
Now it depends. Now Thibodeau could do what you've been saying all year with once Mitch comes back as far as height, play Cat and Mitch together and again. I don't know in starts. I'm not gonna say in starts. I think he's still gonna keep the same lineup original, but there's gonna be spurts where he can. They're
Come on, man.
we're bigger than them though.
Let's be real, bro.
If I'm gonna be real, listen. If I'm gonna be real, I think we could beat them at 5.
Okay. Beside the make believe scenario you just made, let's be real. We're talking about Tibbs here.
Now, what did they do? They played their whole squad. Let's look at it. They played their whole squad, and their best player besides K played phenomenal. He's a number 1 draft pick. He's 6'6". He's got incredible length as for arm length. I should pause. He's the kid. you. He's a great defender. He's good. Anyway, the kid is good. Other than Jalen Duren was where we lost the game at. The points in the paint is where we lost the game. That's where I thought it was something that was kind of concerning for the most part. And then we had 32 assists, which normally when you talk about that, we win it. Blocks was even with 6 blocks apiece. We had 11 steals. We had 14 turnovers, which is not usually with us, but they had 66 points in the paint. 66 to our 46. Those 20 alone is what really gets us on there. So that is the big key on there. Defensive and offensive rebound was a wash. Normally we win those. Free throws was a wash. 3-pointers was a wash, and then the field goals. So it was close game, but we just lost it in the paint. A lot of that was not finding your man. Some of the stuff that we've been looking at before between Cat and Josh, not having eye on man, lapsing, collapsing, and help defense. Those are the things that we're talking about moving forward. We got to look at what we're going to see that needs to be adjustment is eye on man and ball rotation, ball help. You know what I'm saying? Switches. That's the biggest thing. I think that's the struggle for the Knicks. You know, not keeping your eye on man. You see them all the time looking at the ball watching, and then dudes running behind them and alley-oops, dunks. And if I'm going to be honest, the primary suspects typically are Josh Hart and Cat. Those are typically the two that do a lot of the ball watching that we get burnt on a lot of plays. And that's where the 48 minutes of basketball happens. And you can't have those lapses, breaks, or I'm just going to rest, you know, here and there. And those are the ones that kill us that we try to fight back. That game, listen, it was a good game. They played good. They just went on a run that we couldn't stop. I wasn't mad at it. 115-106. I'm not mad. One of the last games in the season. Karl Anthony Towns at 25 and 10. They couldn't stop him. Yeah, Mikal Bridges had 17, which he was looking good in the mid-range, the second half of the game, where he can be effective. I saw things where he can affect his team in the mid-range of the DeMar Rosen-esque free throw, you know, in the paint when they're trying to throw a zone on us. Mikal Bridges broke that. So I like Mikal Bridges in this series. Him and Tobias will be like the X factors for both teams. Whether Tobias goes off, it's different. I think we're a bigger team. Durant played very well, but I think it'll be a little bit different when Mitch is playing 30 minutes in that game, 30 minutes in that series, and helping out Cat. So there's going to be sequences where he's there, or how Precious played confidently, where I think he and Tibbs trusting, like, all right, I don't want to play Mitch 30 minutes in this series or in this game, he's going to put Precious go out there and earn all 6 fouls. You know what I mean? Or PJ Tucker. We saw PJ Tucker now. PJ, you know, the old man came in and he said, and with that old man muscle, he said, yo. And I like that. What he thought about the move for I mean, he's basically, when we traded away Randall and we traded away your boy, Mr. Flamethrower, Dante Defense Chenzo, those were our 2 pit bulls. You know what I'm saying? We got the 2 dogs in the litter and we got rid of them. And then we don't have dogs. We got a bunch of softer puppies. You know what I'm saying?
Cats.
Yeah, we got kitty cats. And that's where PJ comes into play. He came to, you know, give them a little toughness, because we lost a little bit of that. And that is where some of the games that we've lost is that mental toughness that we get in there. So I like that. What do you think about that PJ move? You think those 2-3 minutes he gets a game mean anything? Does he play more? Does he whip more?
I don't think so. I think it's more of like a locker room presence, like a rally the troops type. But I'm still gonna be sitting in the bench, doing most of my pom poms in the bench. You know what I mean? Um, Unfortunately for him, because I believe even though he's as old as he is, I believe he still has some in the tank, especially with what he did today. That corner three is elite. Uh, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna do much. I appreciate him being the dog that he is and defending JB when Schroeder did what Schroeder did, you know. But I mean, even Schroeder didn't take him seriously because he was cracking up when he was on the floor and PJ was standing over him. So it's like, I don't think it's gonna have that much effect. Even though I wanted even though I want him to have more of an effect, I don't think it's gonna happen. And especially now since Shamit is like hitting his stride full on. You know, I think today he hit like 7 threes or whatever it was. So I'm looking for Shamit to actually be more of a in-game threat than anything.
And that goes right to Just Nick's question that we were talking about. What players off the bench are key to us advancing? And this is first round series, second round series. And I'm 1,000% with you. If you know, you watch the show, you know I've been talking about Shammer for a while. I was like, yo, I'm waiting for him to come around that corner. I told you the last 10, 12 games, I'm watching the others to see when they're gonna come around. I said it's gonna be whether Shammer and Campaign and Just Knicks. That's what I'm looking at. It has to be Deuce has got to play Deuce defense, but we need Deuce of last year when he had the 29 points in a game. I'm not saying every game, but if he can give you 12 to 15 on an average when he's out there playing, we need to have Deuce that's consistent with a shot. Deuce has got to be a threat. Shamit, if not, Shamit comes into the play. You'll see Shamit's been inserted when there's been a lull on offense, when someone else couldn't score, whether it's Deuce or not only for defense, but as you said, I missed today's game, but I know he was on fire. You said he had 7 threes?
He had like 7 threes, bro. Dude was flaming it. And since you brought it up, to me, he's looking like Devo, like from last year. Because Devo was like catch and shoot. Devo was like catch, one dribble, pull up. And that's exactly what Shaman is doing. He's like coming off the curl and pulling up. No hesitation. It's looking beautiful. Oh man. Shaman is really starting to impress me.
That's what I said. Did I tell you? I said he's Dante DiVincenzo light. He's the beta version. I said it before. He's not as good. Remember I told you that? I said he ain't gonna give you 35 a game like how Dante did, just random. But he'll give you a tough 17, a hard 22. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna get pause. Pause on that. That was a definite pause. But anyway, even when you're looking at it, the shots that he's hitting is on key moments too. It's like when the team's down, when we need a three, they're big shots. It's not that he's just hitting, threes when we don't need them or at the end of a game, garbage time. Like he's hitting them when we need these shots to take place for us to get that momentum. And you see, he's doing that like you said, like how Dante would have in that time frame. So to your answer, Just Knicks, Shamit is absolutely key this for the remainder of these playoffs.
And sure. Deuce, like you said, I need Deuce. The Deuce that started off the year, that's the Deuce that I need. He was hitting everything. He was looking smooth. That's the Deuce I need.
And the reason that is because you got these two players that they're gonna be in situations, whether it's what's this dude from the Celtics, their 6th man of the year, the Pritchard. You're gonna have, when they're playing against a Pritchard, who's a possible 6th man of the year. Whether you have him going against McConnell in Indiana, whether you have him going against White, who's in the game, whether he starts or not, whether you have him going when they're playing these players, they're there to play defense, but they also have to be a threat to be off of, so that way they don't get a cheat on Brunson, they don't get a cheat on Cat, they don't get a cheat on OG. So they're critical for them hitting their shots. So those two are by far the most important. as far as the guard position, you must have Mitchell Robinson beat Mitch. When Mitch played the 33. Mitch is by far the number one person out of all the players there. I'm going to say right now, Mitch is a must. If Mitch is not at least 70% of what Mitch was before, it's going to be tough for us to go. Because
how are you not, bro? Like, you held him the entire year. He played 10 games. How can he not be minimum 70%?
that's what you hope for. I mean, remember, when he came in is when every team had 60, 70 games reps, practice, defense, things that they've adjusted
I don't
to.
want to hear that because we purposely held him until now.
I understand, but you still have to understand the situation of what he's being brought into before. It's not making an excuse. He's coming in
That's
just starting to ramp,
bro. That's a huge
you got him
excuse.
coming in
If
when
you
people
wanted him, if you wanted him to get reps, then you should have brought him back in January when he was initially thought to have been returned.
He wasn't healthy enough then. He wasn't healthy enough. You bring him along the right way so he's ready for the playoffs. But you bring him
if
in.
this is the right way, then I don't want to hear about reps and all this extra shit. This is what you're playing for.
No one said that. I said in order for he said what players off the bench are key to us advancing. And I'm saying it's going to be Mitch. We have to have him at 70%. Will he be there? I don't know.
I'm just not understanding why he's not minimum 90, 95%. Like, why are you saying 70? Like, what is that? That makes no sense.
Because he's coming in 10 games ago when everybody's playing at their most elite. People are playing their best basketball now. That's why he's not playing the back-to-back so he can get more conditioning, make sure he's all right. I'm not saying he can't. And listen, playoffs is different. We're going to have days off in between. We're not going to be having back-to-backs. So he's going to be able to rest, recover, and then be able to give you that. I'm just saying the least that we can have from him is about 70% in order to advance. Could he be 100 and give us 20 rebounds and block and dive? Listen, I think he'll make it through the whole postseason. You know why? Because Embiid ain't playing. So he's in. He's good. Hey, listen, One Eye Willie, what a crunk, where you go? The Goonies? Oh my God. Chunk, you don't know Chunk?
2000s and up.
Oh
Stop living in the 1900s.
The 1900s. Listen, this is disrespectful. The 1900s. Yo, you're lucky you're a screen away. That's coñazo. You bastard. So all that to say, or two shots is in. I definitely think Mitch is the most key. Dang, you guys just unplugged the stuff here. That's back. All right. So Mitchell Robinson is number one by far, the number one player for us to advance. After that, you got to have Deuce and Shamit. Shamit is huge though, because if you saw what Dante gave us last year, we wouldn't have been anywhere without Dante's threes, clutch shots, big shots, timely threes. Those were huge for us. So even if Mitch does all this rebounding, which is great, he's not going to score and shoot a jumper. He's going to get the rebound and throw it at somebody. So those somebodies.
But you know who will shoot a jumper? You know who I saw working on their jumper?
Precious.
Get the fuck out, Precious. Are you kidding me?
Who?
Huck Porty.
My God.
Huck Porty.
But that's not even going to be here till Summer League, bro. All right.
Nah, I heard he's coming back. Like, if we make it, I heard he's coming back in the second round. I could be wrong, though. That's what I heard.
You think they're risking?
I got the sources. I got the inside track.
Allegedly. Sources say.
Sources, exactly.
Sources say.
I can't put a name on my sources. I don't want to give them up. But sources say the man is close to returning.
Buzzer Beater says 51 wins. We fell short of beating Vegas, but at least we beat last year's total. Listen, I'm ecstatic with 250 win seasons. I'm all about it.
So what we're doing now is we're getting trophies for participating. Is what we're doing. It's your participation trophy. Go on your way now. The fuck? Why do I care if we beat last year's total? What the fuck is,
Because
we are 0-10 against Boston and Cleveland.
in the
It
playoffs,
doesn't matter which way you slice it. If we all play how we're supposed to, we're gonna run into the juggernauts of the East in Cleveland and Boston. Either way you slice it, and I have zero confidence.
that don't mean shit.
Zero.
Regular season and playoffs are two different things.
Right. You're
Listen,
totally right.
I know I'm right, sir.
I know you
They
are.
call me-
I just said you're right.
They call me Monsieur Wisdom. Huh? All right. All right.
Boom.
Keith Watkins says, hold on, dang it. Stubby finger. Shaman is going to be more important to this team than we thought. We are in agreement. I've been calling it for a couple of games. I was like, this guy needs to show up because if anybody can shoot a three, it's Shaman. I know I was confident with him shooting threes, like Dante from before, even definitely more than Josh Hart. Because Josh Hart's throwing frisbees out there.
They're not in the same league, bro. Yeah, bro. That's crazy. They play Josh Hart like they play Ben Simmons.
That's disrespectful. That bro. Now you hurt my feelings. Now you hurt my feelings.
Watch the tape.
Now I'm offended.
Watch
Now
the
I'm
tape.
offended.
Watch the tape. Spence just said it. They leave him wide open, and it's true. Watch the tape.
Don't ever put Josh Hart and Ben Simmons in the same sentence, even if it's closely accurate. But still, it's offensive. Still offensive.
Listen, you know, I'm a huge Josh Hart fan. I mean, the man could do almost no wrong. He just needs to get a little confidence and let the ball fly from three, man. Let it be what it is.
Let it be what it is. Buzzer Beater says, "Where is the new Knicks and Machete?"
We put an APB on them, but they haven't responded.
There's a bolo. Machete has a way of never answering his phone until right before the show and giving me whatever excuse he's gonna do 2 minutes before the show. By the way, I'm doing something. All love. My brother's doing a video shoot.
I'm gonna start calling him Mr. Worldwide, going from New York, Miami, LA, wherever else he's going. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call him Mr. Nationwide.
Nationwide.
On your side.
Yeah. Nationwide, this could be you. Nationwide. Sponsorship this. No, it's Nationwide, sir.
Hey, what's his name? What's Jake from State Farm? This could be you.
This could be you. All right. And then we had the one that did bother me, the game that did bother me.
The Cleveland?
Was the Cleveland game.
Huh?
The Cleveland game did. That one did. That one was why I order those. That one was.
Go ahead, elaborate, please.
That one was a little more frustrating for me. And these are some of the mental errors that I've been saying for a while, and the lack of defense. So the fact we're up 39-24 in the first quarter, they come back 26-23 in the second, and then
we had a 20-something lead.
Yeah.
Okay.
27 lead, we're up. And then you're seeing the same two players, which Mobley's good, Garland's good, but you can't keep letting the same thing happen. Garland is just going the pick and rolls, and that's where you're just seeing the lackadaisical passes. Those are the ones that kill me. The cross-court lackadaisical passes kill me.
Put the cherry on top.
Which is?
No Donovan Mitchell.
They were missing Donovan Mitchell. He was out of the game.
And the kid from Atlanta. What's his name?
Hunter.
There you go.
You're missing two key rotational players. You got your whole contingency, basically. I don't think we played Mitch that game. Mitch did.
No, Mitch played.
He did play. and
Okay.
you saw and you seen his impact. His impact was undeniable against Cleveland. He played 33 minutes, 7 and 2. Wasn't huge as far as that aspect, but he played very well. I would have liked to see more from. That was the second game that OG had under 20 points.
JB had a bad shooting night that day too, right?
JB was shooting a lot. He was trying, whether he was trying to find his rhythm, whatever it was at that point. He had 27 points,
But
two assists,
on the bad
two
shooting,
assists
right?
on terrible shooting, which I'll go over those in a second. But 27, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. 36 minutes. He was trying to win the hero ball game. That's where you would see. This is where Machete probably would have lost his mind playing call him hero ball. Probably said they had a podcast the night before that, which is possible. Which is very possible they had a podcast. Don't get Machete started on them shooting a podcast before games because he would lose his shit.
Yeah, man. That's crazy.
So he had 27. Mikal Bridges has 17, 8. He played good. I thought he played good. His average
He had
is
a
20.
decent game. He had a decent game.
I can expect 25 and 5 or somewhere in there. If it's anywhere around there, I'm cool with that because I know that's what he's going to give you every game.
I'm worried about his defense, man. I really am. Like,
no, Cat didn't play that game either.
No.
Which is a good thing. I mean, we're blowing them out without a Cat. They didn't have Donovan, so that is a thing about
Kind of
I was
washes,
mad at him. It kind of washes, but the fact that the effort of letting the rope go, you know what I'm saying? That is what has been my biggest thing of this team. And it's stuff that's so stupid that it's really fixable.
It's
But
basic.
it's basics and lack of effort. Like the not looking at, man, this is like you learn at an AAU, you learn it in the YMCA. Like I like this like you look at it's kindergarten stuff. And it's stuff that like Josh Hart does it all the time. He's been my Achilles heel this year. I'm on him this last half of the year, like I was on Grimes when Grimes was starting last year. I got love for them, but was I right? I call a spade a spade. I got love for you, but if you, bro, stuff like not keeping your eye on man, the guy getting behind you, setting, like those are the simple things that kill me. So 48 minutes of basketball is what's going to kill us this playoffs. I'm telling you right now. 48 minutes is the only thing that can really hurt us. I'm not mad at bench players. I don't care if we play 5 players for 50 minutes each. Is going to be 48 minutes of basketball that will kill us. That is going to be our Achilles heel. I don't think it's going to happen, which you got to give Thibodeau some props. Everybody played in that game. But there's one player who's...
Yeah, but you see, it's deceiving. It's deceiving because I was looking at there was Into the Knicks verse. I was watching an Into the Knicks verse video. Shout out to George, I think is his name. Mm-hmm. If you get a chance, go watch it because he breaks it down way better than I ever could. But his point was rotation because he had Thibodeau had Josh Hart playing the entire quarter, 12 minutes in one quarter. Then he would have somebody else playing the entire quarter, 12 minutes in one quarter. Somebody else playing 12 minutes in one quarter. So and then he broke it down for the Cavs where it was like nobody played more than 10 minutes a quarter except for Strus because Strus was killing us. He was shooting the lights out from threes. But that was only one quarter where he played like 11 minutes. My point is, I say that to say this. Eventually, I don't care who you are. If you're playing 12 minutes in a quarter, you're going to get tired. At some point, the dogs are going to start barking, meaning your feet. They're going to start kicking, and you're going to start cheating. When you start cheating, that's when you get the mental errors where it's you take your eye off your man, he back cuts you, and it's an easy layup. So I can't put the full blame on Josh Hart because it all comes down to, and I'm not trying to be minutes police because everybody knows where I stand on that. but it's
Whoop, whoop. That's the
rotation.
sound of the beast.
It's rotations. If you're gonna play someone 12 fucking minutes in a quarter, call a timeout. Give them a blow. No more. Bro, like these are human fucking beings running up and down the court. They're running miles a game, and they're not robots. So I have to defend Josh Hart a little bit because it's like, what are we doing? What are you thinking? When the squad that you're going up against is on average playing these guys 8 minutes a game or 8 minutes a quarter, and you're out here 12 minutes a quarter, it's just natural that at some point they're gonna have fresher legs and you're gonna get tired. It's just human fucking being. If you've ever played any kind of sport, you know this. Especially when you play how Josh Hart plays. Balls to the wall. No rep. I'm going for every rebound. I'm going for every loose ball. I'm going for the steals. I'm guarding dudes that are 6'8", 6'9", 6'10". Like, this is not fucking table tennis, bro. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, where's the fucking the awareness? Awareness. Tibbs' awareness is like non-existent. Zero. If you really expect this man to play how he plays for an entire quarter, then that's the problem on the coach. And then again, he doesn't do it with just one player. He does it with multiple players. They play entire quarters. So hell yes, I understand he's tired. What the fuck do you expect? Seriously, I'm asking you, as a fan of the game, what do you expect?
I see it differently. I hear what you're saying. I'm not taking away your points. So don't get me wrong. I'm not taking you or how George sees it. I'm looking at it. I'm saying, now, should he be tired 12 minutes? Probably should be gas, but I'm pretty sure there was timeouts and something in between there that he got some rest. That's just a fact. He's with different rotations. This game. No, I need you in the frame, sir.
No, I threw my pen and I had to go get it because
I need to see the sarcasm and emotion right in the screen.
I got to fidget with something, bro, because it's like my emotional like state, whatever you want to call it, is like beyond at this point. Like I literally need therapy. It's like I'm talking to the wall at this point. That's how I feel.
Bro, I hear what you and George are saying. How he's managing in minutes. He's playing less minutes than what we're playing. He's managing his players less. You're not going to respect what I'm telling you, but I'm just telling you from what I see. This team has been together a minute. So he's able, and their rotations have been healthy. They've been playing 6. They're great. They're a great team. They're playing phenomenal. They're a deep team who's been playing together north of 3 years for the most part. So they have their rotations down better than us. And that game that we're playing towards the end, the first time Mitchell Robinson plays north of 20 minutes per game. And then you're looking at Josh Hart, who's the pivotal piece in that because what he does, he can rebound, he can run, and he can assist. So those other players that Tibbs is switching and rotating with him, he's putting a Shamet in there. So instead of him forcing a shot or them leaving a shot, he's getting other players involved who normally weren't getting that burn. You had Landry Shamet play 21 minutes before. He wasn't getting less than 7. So I'm sure in that rotation, Shamet was in there. Deuce McBride had 18 minutes. So he's looking at different rotations. Precious had 15 minutes. So he's doing Josh as a main focal point in that position to rebound, run, and pass and get others involved in the game where he can, what he does, drives and brings people in and spray the ball. And then they can try to see, can they assist the other players? Can they assist the starters as you guys wanted before? Can Landry Shamet give a breather to everybody else? By him being in there, he does that. Then when he does sit Josh for the other quarter that he's not doing it, he'll have an OG for 12 minutes, as you were talking about, George was talking about. He'll have OG run it with whoever and get them involved. So he's always going to have one of the main starters there as the focal point because the defense is going to collapse to them as a centerpiece. If OG's in there, the defense has to focus on him instead of a Shamit, a Deuce, or a Precious. They have to focus on him, and that gives OG the ability to spray and pass the ball. It gives Josh Hart the ability to do that or to make the play and do the layup if he's open. So they are going to be the main focal points, and the other people are the accessories. That's why he does it for now until they get a rotation because there's players that have been out for a long time, i.e., Mitchell Robinson, who you want him to play the 30 minutes. He played the 30 minutes in that game. How's he going to look? Let's see how he looks with Josh. Let's see, because we don't have Cat in this game now. Let's see how. So he's trying other things as you want them to do, see other rotations, but he needs these key players for those things to work. And it's going to be in spurts at a time with Josh Hart for 12 minutes, for OG for a set of 12 minutes, for Jalen Brunson, who just came back off an ankle injury. Normally he'd keep him for 30-something minutes. So he's introducing other players, and that's why he did it. So you can understand why that worked. Is it ideal? Probably not. But to get the other players involved, which it did, it was a close game, 108-102, but that's why he did it, to get other players involved.
I hear you, and what's gonna be your pushback with this kid that I never heard of before that played for the Cavs?
Ooh, the young kid they got?
The ponytail kid. I think his name was like Tyson or some shit like that.
Yeah, he's played before.
I never heard of him in a day in my life. He
That's
comes
just like
out and he balls out against the Knicks.
He did good. He's not going to be on the scouting report. They use it as a secret weapon. In all honesty, they showed their hand.
Yeah, okay.
Bro, look, he's in the NBA, bro. People are going to play. You can't guard everything. He played a good game.
Except if you were in the Knicks, right? Because Tibbs don't play rookies. You got to throw that caveat in there. People are going to play, but not if you're in the Knicks.
How long has he been playing? Look at. Tell me how long.
I don't know, and I don't care. Just throw that caveat in there.
You can't say a rookie if he's been in the league 3 years.
Oh, so that's not a rookie?
A rookie.
What is he, a vet?
3 years is almost a vet. That means he's been in the league 3 years.
Almost a vet is not a vet. It's a rookie.
A rookie is 1 year, my friend.
And plus, you gotta also look at how many games he's played. Because I'm damn sure he didn't play 82 games in 3 years.
If he's not a 1 year player, he's not a rookie. And look,
okay.
I'm not going to make excuses.
Another no name that has been spot under the sun against the Knicks.
All that to say they did good, and they only won by 6, and we was beating them the whole time. They made a good run. We slipped on making that effort. Look, in games like that, I'm not too mad. I'm mad at those are fixable things, in my opinion, from basketball. When we played OKC, people were like, oh, you haven't beat OKC and all these other teams. We were bodying OKC for nearly 4 quarters until our mental error, letting the foot off the gas. We should have beat OKC. No, the game that we're beating them, the first game we were beating them by quite a bit. And then they got the mental game and beat us at home by 20 plus because we just played like shit that game. But we was bodying them the first game before they blew us out of the Garden. So we can contend with the teams, but that's where the mental error and 48 minutes of basketball comes into play. I'm really not scared of anything.
0-10 with an average loss of 20 points is contending with a team?
None of those teams. Listen, whether you agree with that in 0-9 of those games, 0-9 or 0-10 of this, in all 10 of those, we were never 100%. Each one of those teams were 100% minus OKC.
I don't want excuses, bro.
It's not excuses, but you don't want to add that up. That fact that means something, bro. We're playing a team that has all their players that have been together all of north of 3 years. We have a team that's been together all of not even a whole season, and we're missing 2 or 3 important pieces of our entire mix. But you don't want to factor that in. How does that count?
All right, but
that's
we did factor that in the last 2 games, and we still fucking lost. And they didn't have their full squad either.
Did we have Cat against Cleveland? Did we have Cat against Cleveland? No, we didn't. Okay, but we were not complete. We were winning. That's right, and I gave it to them. They won that one, bro. You can't remove a wheel and be like, yo, we got 3 wheels. Let's win this race. Come on, bro. You bug.
No, yeah, you're right. Again, you're right. Absolutely. Keep making excuses, and then when we lose in the first round, I'm gonna say I told you so.
Salute to Clarence Miles, and we will not say go Pacers. So the adios. Clarence salute. Listen, bro. I just don't understand fans that always turn on their team. You can't tell me how many
I
losses
never
or wins.
once turned on my team, bro. The only person that I've consistently shitted on is one Thomas Thibodeau because I can't stand him because of his minutes and rotations. And I've been screaming that for years now.
That's really you must really dislike him because you went to Thomas Thibodeau.
That's right, I did.
A surname Thomas. Yes, I did.
That's right. You know when you know when you're Hispanic, you know when you're in trouble, your mom says you're full government.
Including
Alexander Thomas, Hector Gonzalez Luis, ven acá. You know your ass is in trouble.
I get it. I get it. Listen, I knew again. This is where expectations and what I understood what we had going on this year. I understood from the beginning of all the injuries we had.
Everybody did, man. That's not an excuse, bro. Injuries happen. It is what it is.
Bro, how you can't explain it because nobody. You know why? You guys, people that think like you, and I'm not saying that as a diss. You guys take basketball and you make it unfun. You make basketball unfun. It's supposed to be a fun sport where you enjoy. There's not one time you can ask anybody who's a fan of the Knicks, especially in the '90s, or even the 2012. That let's look at your mellow years. How many times were they 0-10 against a lead opponent? Can you tell me? No, you can't, because you stat nerds who are always waiting for gambling and wanting to do he didn't hit my whatever. You guys are over analyzing the game and not enjoying the game. The game is supposed to be fun, but you guys want to look 0-10. 0-10 don't mean shit. If we sweep all of them, that stat doesn't mean anything. If we body bag Detroit, we're 0-9 against all the elites, against all the elite teams. We're no good. Sound like, bro, that shit sounds crazy. Of course, it's a story. It makes for clicks. That's what it makes. It makes for clicks. Anybody who's using that is only trying to get clicks.
Hey, what's TNT's logo?
Two balls.
Isn't it like We Are Drama or something like that?
Probably. We are Cap. That's what they are. A bunch of Cap.
Hey, listen. All I'm saying is, as far as you just rambled on about how I don't make the game fun or whatever.
I didn't say you.
I guarantee you that I enjoyed last year's team 10,000 times more than this team. A, we actually had some fight in us. B, we actually exceeded expectations. And C, I never felt like we were dead in the water like I do with this team. Because again, like I've been telling you in the chat, this team does not inspire confidence. Okay? This is when us stat nerds have to hit you with reality. That there are a clear-cut 2 teams, one in our own division and one in the Eastern, and 2 in the Eastern Conference, that are head and shoulders above us. And if you're like me, that you want to see a championship before you die, that is a fucking reality check. And if you don't see,
what's reality about it? What's reality about it?
If you don't see that big ass wall that you're driving straight into, then when you crash and burn, don't fucking say, "Oh my God," because we've been warning you miles back.
Look
at the wall. Look at the wall.
Someone tell me what he's saying. I don't. What is a warning? Wait, hold on. Are you telling me you're comparing us? You're saying Boston Celtics, right, and Cavs, that they're miles ahead of us and better.
Head and shoulders.
You know what? Two shots. I'm gonna agree with you. I agree with you.
So how is this fun for you then?
You know why?
You're going head first into the wall.
Look, what is that? Can you see that? Let me. You see that? I don't know if you can see it.
I don't know what you're showing me.
This is showing. Let me get my face out so you can look at their faces. Hold on, let me see. Basically, it shows
It's blurry.
a 19-year-old Tatum, a 21-year-old Brown, a 28-year-old Brown, and a 27-year-old Tatum, which means the Boston Celtics have been together almost a decade, 6 years together. That's why they look like what they look like, because they've been together 6 years. We're on year one. You're comparing our You're comparing our incomplete 1 year to their 6 years. You're comparing our 1 year to the Cleveland Cavaliers' 4th year together as the way they are.
Can I ask you a question?
What are you talking about?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Okay. Let's keep with this analogy that you're driving down the road and there's a wall.
Yeah.
Okay. You see that wall. You're driving down the road. You got a new shiny car. You could keep getting new shiny cars. It doesn't fucking matter.
Mhm.
Is that fucking wall moving? Or is it a fucking wall and still there?
In your scenario, I guess it's still there.
It's still fucking there. Meaning, I don't give a fuck if they were together for 8 years, 15, 20, 30. That fucking wall is gonna be there every fucking time. And if you're driving straight into it, what the fuck you think is gonna be the outcome? Again, year 1, year 5, year 10, year 15. I give 2 fucks. We still have to drive through that wall. So what's the point of bringing that up?
The point of it is because you and fans that think like you don't hold the relevancy of what chemistry means. The relevancy of a team staying together for X amount of years.
Now bring it home.
That means that this team that you're looking at, that you guys are losing your shit for,
that team is not going anywhere.
We haven't been together for 80 years.
I don't care if we have 3, 4, 5 years under our belt. That team is not going anywhere.
You talking about this team we're talking about now? You heard it first. So when we body Detroit, when we body anybody else, don't say I knew it.
Detroit.
Oh no, it's not Detroit. Bro, what? I don't understand you saying.
I'm talking about the Celtics and the Cavs.
Okay, so Celtics and Cavs. You're comparing them. You're comparing OKC. You're comparing Cleveland. All the teams that you and the
Celtics and Cavs. Don't bring nobody else in the picture.
Okay, them too. They're better than us. Yes, I agree with you. They're number 1 and number 2. I agree with you.
All right, so what are we gonna do? Even if we have 4 years under our belt with fucking chemistry.
Do you know that there's always teams? There's always teams that are gonna be 1 and 2. Miami Heat was number 10 and 8, and they beat a number 1 team. Did they have to be 60-win team? Did Miami Heat not make it to the finals a couple of years ago with being 47 wins or 43 wins? That didn't matter.
You had Jimmy Butler.
They beat Boston.
Playing like fucking Michael Jordan, bro. Come on now.
You always push the line back. You're pushing the line back.
What line, bro? What line? It's not the Knicks. We're talking about the fucking Heat. I don't give a fuck about the Heat.
Well, because you're saying that the wall is there. Miami Heat went right around that wall. They went right around the wall, and Boston has 60 wins in that year, 50-something wins. It's doable. You guys are putting shit on a pussy pedestal. 40-year-old virgin. That's what I'm saying. You got to put on a uniform and play. That, and I'm telling you, chemistry matters. They've been together, but you guys don't want to look at that. So Tibbs is trying to find rotations, chemistry with other players who haven't had the rotation that you guys been screaming for him to play other players. And when he plays the other players, you're shitting on him because he's not playing cat. Or he plays 10-man rotation. You guys are shitting on him, want to get fired. He played everybody on the team against the Cavs, and he ain't getting the props of that. You still want to fire him.
Yeah.
We're up 23 points.
Because it's not just minutes, it's rotations. Like we just spoke about this. When somebody plays an entire quarter, they're not gonna fucking play at 100% the whole time.
Help me, Hot Sun Breeze. Help me. Hot Sun Breeze, salute to you first time and I see you in the building. Full brim salute to you. Knicks was 8th seed in 99 and went to the finals too. That's what I'm saying. You're holding a regard of these people at 60, 61. Yes, they're probably the best teams in the East. And that there's no debating that. Numbers don't lie. They're the top two teams. They've been healthy the entire year, minus a KP here and there, and minus I don't even know who they missed. They've been healthy the entire year. That they have a perfect season. They're an all-in win team. They did everything paid. They're over the second salary cap. They're doing all things to win. They've had enough years under their belt with the same amount of players. They went all in. We just assembled this team. And this team that we just assembled, yes, is not meeting your expectation or everybody else, even though we had many players injured. Tom Thibodeau still got us to a 50-win season, second in a back-to-back that we've had. He got Josh Hart to pass Walt Clyde Frazier in triple doubles. You got two All-NBA All-Star players through Tom Thibodeau. Like, yo, you guys are missing the best parts of the season and the most enjoyable parts of the game to complain about shit that if you don't win a championship or bust. What kind of 2K mentality is that, bro? We didn't win shit. No. Listen, in the 90s, we didn't win anything. And there is no better team to any Knicks fan than the 90s. We didn't win nothing. You know why? Because we enjoyed the brawl. We enjoyed the battles. That's what made basketball exciting. It wasn't the championship. Oh, we didn't win. That's it. This team is terrible. Get rid of them. No, we remember the battles with Knicks, even though fucking Michael Jordan busted our ass, or the fights to it. We knew the 99, as Hassan Breeze said, that when we were in the 99, I was there when we were against the Heat. We were the 8th seed, beating the number 1 seed, that we won with just a layup. Experiencing that game is what was the best part of being a Knicks fan. That you guys don't know how to fan. You guys don't know how to enjoy the process.
I get it. I understand completely now. I understand completely.
Let me ask you: if we got a trophy, like if we're in the championship, is that it? Are you gonna like orgasm? Like, is that it? Is that the win? Is that what happens? I think that's what.
No, I get it. I understand your viewpoint now. I get it. No worries.
That like I don't understand it, bro. I don't understand when is it fun for you? When is it fun?
To enjoy the journey? I'm gonna enjoy the journey.
Like, when is it fun? Halal Knicks. Halal Knicks is in the building.
Yo, DNIC, what does that mean?
What?
DNIC.
Oh, he's not. It's a flip play on Prodigy's HNIC. Head nigga in charge. Dominican niggas in charge.
Gotcha.
He's 14. We gotta take out the baby. The Gerber.
Yeah,
He's the Gerber Knicks. The Gerber.
Hey, Gerber. It could be you.
Gerber Knicks. We got the Gerber Knicks fans.
Gerber. This could be you.
The Gerber Knicks.
Show him a formula. Show him a camera formula real quick.
Gerber, this could be you. Hey, Pampers, this could be you. Soaking up all the pee-pee juice. Pamper
Hey,
Knicks.
my bad. I couldn't come on, y'all. We live.
We live. They hear you. They do.
Yo, what's poppin' to your West fam? You know, sorry I'm late to the party. Yeah, I mean, I'm over here in Miami putting in some work. Yeah, I mean, I ain't working on floors. I'm working on music when I'm back at home, and we over here at a video shoot. So forgive me for not being present. And salute to the
Really
chat.
nice
Salute
to see, man. Really nice to see.
the group chat. Salute to my brother. Salute to my other Puerto Rican brother in the background, Mike the Specialist. Yeah, I mean, we over here holding it down. And I just
when
came.
Does it drop?
Huh?
When does it drop?
We'll put it on the air.
The video should. I'll have the details in upcoming podcasts, but it's definitely a big song. You know what I mean?
It's
We
fire.
got El Cherry on it. We got Millionaires Empire. We got MD, some Mexicans. We got my boy Cash. It's an ensemble, 6-7 artists, and going. Yeah, I mean, doing our thing.
Is he for sure? Hey, Buzzer Beater was asking about you. He said, "Where's the new Knicks at?" We found him. Machete's still on the bolo. He's a Dominican nigga in charge. You know what it is.
Yes, sir. Was crack. So
So new Knicks,
Yeah,
who do you
yeah,
think?
yeah.
I'll bring you. I'll bring to ease. Who do you think? First of all, to your boy Just Knicks. Just Knicks is asking, who do you think is going to be an important uh, player from the bench, or who do you think is key besides the starter? Who do you think is going to be important moving forward? We are facing Detroit in the playoffs. So who do you think moving forward for this series and possibly next?
Off the bench, it got to be the veterans off the bench. Campaign got to come in and put in some pain. Yeah, I mean, he needs to really implement his name into the game. Implement your name into the game. All right. So Payne got to come in strong. Everybody else, Mitch is holding up. Everybody got, bro. It's everybody. Every man, like, bro. If you're not leaving blood, bones, and fucking your guts on the floor, then you know us Knicks fans, we ain't trying to see it or hear it.
48 minutes of basketball with that. What do you think? What is your thoughts on seeing Sham and how he's been playing? I think two shot in this last game he just played today had another 6 or 7 3-pointers. He's been lighting it up as of lately. Do you see him as a possible Dante factor esque?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If Payne doesn't step in and do it, yeah, Sham is definitely another key important piece. Like Brunson and the guys need firepower, offensive help. Yeah, I mean, and also our defense have been really, really, really slacking. So I mean, we gotta get shit together. I mean, we at the door. There's no time for fucking fumbling and you know what I mean? It's time to get it in and get your shit together.
And the last two games we had where we lost to the Boston Celtics and we lost to Cleveland Cavaliers. Yes, it was towards the end of the season, but we played. Celtics played their whole team. That was our first time we had our whole team. We should have won it at the end, but then overcome overtime. We lost by 2, 119 and 117. What was your thoughts on that game? Was it a close game for you? You thought it was okay because it was more competitive than the other games, or what was your thought on that Celtic game?
Yeah, I definitely like that. We're playing a little bit more stronger, and it was uh, a more effort value. I mean the effort was valued a little bit more. Like I mean they did, even though we did get a loss, but I think they just want to get to where we need to go, and they just waiting for the playoff. And at the end of the day, I don't think Detroit is fucking with us. Yeah, I mean, even though they did, they handled their business, but yeah, in a 7-game series, they shouldn't win more than one. I give them 2 at most.
Okay, does it mean something to you? So like it means something to two shots. It means something to some of the people here. Like the teams that we haven't beat, we're 0-9 against Cleveland, Boston. They beat us these last 2 games. On top of all that, they beat us all year. How important or how much weight do you think that matters now for the playoffs? Is it something big that we need to worry about? Which Thibodeau says all things are on the table. Or what will you think would be like the ideal rotations? Or what do you think we could do to overcome that hump?
Shit, play with your balls. Pause.
Welcome to welcome to the Organic Fanatics. That's it. That's our show for today. We got
play with your heart and your balls. That's it. Play with your heart and your balls. Leave it on the court. That's it. You know what I mean? Listen, I don't mean to be in and out, but I can hear the song playing in the background. I'm pretty sure niggas is searching for me somewhere in there.
Gotta do it. I'm about to play it as an outro song. Fuck around and find out.
Do not leak that. See, that's why I don't like sending.
I just say I'm the hype man for the song. Yo, the song's fire.
Listen,
Hey,
I don't need
I
my
won't play it on the air,
right
but
now.
my neighbor. I won't play it on the air, but my neighbors heard it. They got my neighbors heard it. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
This nigga out there in Orlando leaking shit.
I'm like,
Yo,
this a year.
yeah.
Hey,
Hey, guys. I don't mean to be in and out like this, but I saw the call was still ongoing, so I just jumped in real quick. Came to show love to the chat, to everybody out there. You know what I mean? We out here working. Y'all better be ready for what's coming musically, visually, everything. You heard?
Salute. Appreciate you joining in the chat. The chat was asking about you. Yeah, Millionaires Entertainment, Black Empire. Watch out for these boys. Listen, jump on the wave now. Get your surfboards. Work on your balance. Learn to ride the wave. The wave is coming. It's a tsunami. You better.
Hey, like I tell niggas, get your rookie cards now, cause after this, the price ain't coming down. No.
Catch it up. Just like this show. Hey, the early adopters. Wow. What was that? Sing it out loud again. How was that go? How does that go?
What?
I was trying to see what Two Shots was singing. What were you singing? Two Shots? Sing it again.
Jay Mills. You heard Jay Mills?
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm about to say that's that new shit.
He got a song called No. It's fire.
Is it from 2002? Was it like 2002?
I don't know. Just put Jay Mills No on YouTube. I'm sure it'll come up. I don't know.
What is it? Is he one of the new wave Dora Explorer rappers?
Oh, okay.
Hey, you Knicks, do you? Okay.
Hey, Jay Mills is fine. Hey, gentlemen. Hey, one love to everybody. Salute to the chat. TOF, we on the rise. If you ain't recognized just about yet, we out there. You heard? We outside doing the thing. Salute to the chat. All love. Subscribe. Hit them likes. And get us to 12,000.
Yeah.
Salute to them. 12,000. Hey, I like that. We don't think small. We don't think small numbers. We take leaps and bounds. All right, new Knicks. Salute, manito. David Nick says that Cat has the highest plus minus of the team. He's one of the best players on the team.
You broke up.
My bad. David Smith says that Cat has the best plus minus on the Knicks by far, which means Knicks are winning when he's on the court. Other starters are holding the Knicks back. Video shooting process.
They playing pool over there, man. That's fire.
Yo, is that Brito? That's Brito paintings back there. That's gotta be Brito. I did. But I mean, they're doing the video shoot live as we speak. All right, see, look, you guys get it first. You guys get a backhand look. So look, you get it first video shoots. You seeing what happened? All right, so y'all getting that video shoot live. This is how we giving y'all first hand look live in the studio. You know what I'm saying? This is y'all better screen record this. Y'all see it, y'all get it live first. You know what it is. You heard? You heard? All right. You look at. All right, mute your shit. Go do your shit, brother. Put it on mute. Go have fun. All right. Back to this Knicks shit while my brothers is out here doing their things. You're Millionaires Empire, so they doing their thing. All right, we out of here. So Cat is the most important player on the team, from what this guy's saying. David Smith. Who's the person that you're not happy with as our starter, that you would like to see him elevate his game, but you already know what you're gonna say, and what you think he could do to elevate his game?
Man, it ain't no secret who I'm gonna say.
I know. But I want to hear your feedback. It may be new to other people who.
No, number 25. Number 25. That's it.
I mean, what do you see from him that you think he could do better, or what you would like to see him do better?
What I would like
to specific. Something you can see specific that you see him.
What I would like to see is for him to bring back his old jump shot instead of this new weird ass fucking shit that he decided to change for no reason. Go back to the Phoenix days. Go back to the 3-and-D days. Go back to that. If he could do that, then I'll be extremely happy. I mean, I don't know what else to say. His mid-range is, I think it's elite. It's just the 3-point shot ain't there, and his defense is not there. That's it. Can't keep nobody in front of him. Can't stop nobody because Cade, like the Detroit game, Cade shitting on him the entire time. Him and Duke the entire time.
Cade's
And
a
you're
bully.
supposed to be this elite 3-and-D player.
Listen, Cade is the number one driver. Cade is. I'm not gonna say
I'm not gonna make excuses for nobody, bro. Again,
I'm not. I'm saying Cade is dope.
I don't care.
Cade is
First
dope
round, second round, undrafted, fucking no name, whatever the fuck you want to call it, bro. Like he just needs to show up. He's not doing it. I understand he's probably never gonna live up to the trade, the 5 picks, and that's cool. He has nothing to do with that. But at least give me some sort of fucking passion and aggression on defense. Like, give me something, bro. Like, and I'm so sick. Like, it's gonna sound petty as fuck, but I'm so sick of his fucking antics. The stupid handshakes before the game. Like, bro.
I fucks with it. You can be.
God,
I fucks with it.
It's so irritating. Like, if you're performing, by all fucking means, do all the shit. I don't give a fuck. But if night in and night out you're getting shitted on, god damn it, focus. Stop this nonsense. Like, where is your professionalism? Nah. He's like, it's like, you know, you ever had like a gnat or like a bee or something, like, and then you try to swat it, but you can't hit it, and it's just there all the time? That's how I feel with him. And I don't want to feel like that because I like the kid. He's a good player. I don't know how he is as a person. That's beside the fact. But he can produce. He's just not here. I don't know where he is. It's not here. He's not aggressive. He's not giving me anything. Congratulations, you scored 17 fucking points. But when somebody is dropping 30-something on you, I don't really give a fuck. That's how I feel.
They're all wearing on him. They're all wearing on him. But all right, I asked you. I respect your opinion because I asked you who it was. I think in the chat, David Smith says Josh Hart. Buzzer Beaters address him. Salute to Knicks Yak in the building. Salute. Knicks Yak says number 25, which is your boy. He said, I think he's answering his question too. Number 25. He says 50% shooting, 60% from inside the arc. Let me know a little more specifics on that, Knicks Yak. But he loved quickly dancing and prancing. He said you don't like it. His answer.
There's a difference. Quickly was showing up, game in and game out. Quickly was overproducing, which is why, unfortunately, we could not keep him. And then he was eventually traded. But Quickly was actually fucking doing his job. So I'm sorry, you want to show the fuck out while shitting on people? Then by all fucking means, I'll do it with you. But if you're the one that's getting shitted on, then goddamn it, focus. Like where is your awareness? Awareness.
So you don't give him the excuse of him playing every game of the season. Him
don't
playing
give a fuck about that.
The highest minutes. Him
don't give a fuck about that. Wait a minute now. Hold on. You talking
I said
about
you.
minutes?
I said you, because you're riding him like Seabiscuit, but not giving him the factors of him playing every game, playing the highest minutes on the team, guarding
I had no idea minutes even mattered.
No, I'm using your stats from what you're saying, which I see it. That's why I'm not as hard on him. I see him playing the highest minutes in the team, guarding the hardest player on each team, and you want him to give you 25 points a game. Brunson's giving you 27 and 10, and he's all NBA. You got Brunson giving you 20 points, guarding the best
Okay.
defender
Finish it,
every
finish it.
minute,
Finish it.
and
Bring it
he's
home.
getting and he's a waste of picks.
Bring it home. What's
I think
Brunson
he's
doing? What's Brunson doing that this motherfucker's not? What's he
he's not
doing?
playing defense. He's not playing defense like that.
No, but he's always been the top 5 or 10 in charges. At least he gives you effort.
So him guarding the toughest player each time. So when he was guarding Tatum, he was guarding Brown. That
Yeah.
don't mean nothing. But
Tatum,
the one
Brown,
time he
all
gets
of them
hurt,
shitting on him. All of them shitting on
they
him.
did not shit on him.
Which is why if you watch the game,
I watch everyone.
takes McHale off of him and puts OG on him. Now,
So
can
you're
we give
telling
some
me
flowers to OG? Because OG seems to be fine with playing defense and dropping 25 on somebody.
OG weighs like 285 and he's 6'8"?
Is that my problem?
You're comparing a twig to
Is that
a
my
horse.
problem? And do I give a fuck? Is that my problem? Oh, he doesn't weigh enough? Then tell him to eat more chicken, broccoli, and rice. Get the fuck out of here.
You get away with broccoli?
Again. Excuses. All you seem to do is come up with excuses.
All you seem to do is not analyze the reality of the situation.
Now I don't analyze. Okay.
I'm just saying, you're comparing Bridges, who's maybe $175, $180
Tell
maybe.
him to eat more. Tell him to eat more. I give a fuck what he weighs. He's in the NBA. Come on, man. Like
this dude's comparing Shaq to Garnett and be like, yo, Garnett needs to be
so now OG is Shaq. Got it.
in comparison, body wise.
You got it.
I mean, he's a bowling ball.
Okay.
He's wrecking ninjas. 2 shots.
Miley Cyrus, like, what the fuck?
I can make a wrecking ball. For real, bro.
Oh, me?
Like,
yeah.
I've never seen someone who's a fan that go ahead. Put your mic so they can hear what you're saying. I'm spelled. I've never seen the most angriest, loving fan. I mean, like, I've never seen you love.
Like, hold on. Like, you ever? Let me give you an analogy. Maybe you'll understand where I'm coming from.
I'm trying to understand where you come from.
All right, you go to the movies with somebody that has seen the movie already, but you go to the movies with this person because they're like, yo, we gotta watch this shit. Oh shit, bet. All right, cool. You get to the movies, you're excited, boom, it starts going. And then the person next to you starts mouthing off every fucking line in the movie. Then they start telling you, oh, can't believe this motherfucker's about to die. Oh, can't believe this shit is about to happen to this dude. Are you gonna enjoy that movie? Or are you gonna look at the motherfucker and be like, shut the fuck up and let me watch it?
I'm trying to follow how you're connecting that to the Knicks.
I've seen this movie and I've seen how it ends. And it's like, I can't enjoy it because it's like being told to me as I'm watching it. You get me? Like the movie is ruined because somebody is talking to me, telling me, second round exit. Doesn't matter if it's a Celtics.
Thank you. That goes to show it's turn your TV off, turn off your notifications, except when you're doing your game.
I can't turn off my eyes, bro. I'm not listening.
No,
to
bro, because you are. You just said it. You listen to all these other channels and all these other.
It's an analogy. You ever heard of an analogy?
You said you're hearing things from other places.
It's a scenario to try and explain how I feel.
But where are you hearing these voices from?
The voices are in my head, like fucking.
Bueno, there's more problems. There's more problems than just the Knicks for you, sir. There's more problems than just the Knicks.
It's an analogy, bro. Again, I'm trying to explain that I can see what's gonna happen. So I'm not enjoying the process because I know the outcome. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I don't know because I don't know how you see what this is a completely new movie. These are a whole new cast. This is a whole new cast. This is a whole new cast, a whole new film crew. It's a whole different production team, and yet here you are talking.
What happened?
Keith Watkins says 2 shots, these dead people.
Yes, fucking
Yo,
on some Silent Hill type shit.
okay. Nick Yak says, "Save me the time. Who did we lose to, and how many games? How did
Second
my
round of
son
the
get?"
playoffs, Boston or Cleveland. We're getting packed.
So Nick Yak, we'll go. I'll save you some quick recap for Nick Yak, who's a patient Knicks fan who likes stats and gets to the point. Knicks lost to the Celtics. Very close game. All the Knicks played in that game. I was happy for that game. I liked how we played effort. Just didn't turn out our way. It was a game that we could have won. We should have won, even though there was no call on the travel on White. I was happy with that game. Very well played. The Piston game, we were short without Cat in that game, right? No, we played Cat. Who were we missing in that game? Anyway, we played Pistons. It was a good game. We were ahead by 23. They came back, made a run. Cade Cunningham went off. 2 shots is mad because Bridges didn't guard him better, just like he didn't guard Jason Tatum off a fadeaway, falling back off 1 foot, nearly impossible shot, but
Still got shitted on.
because Bridges could have
It still landed all over him.
the Jason Tatum is on Jordan.
Exactly. I don't think who it was.
Jason Tatum was in full Jordan mode. Fade away, Dirk off the leg, opposite, fading to the opposite side. Yo, I don't know. It said impregnated him. Knicks, all that to say. So Celtics, we lost. Pistons, we lost. Cavaliers, we lost. Another close game with the Cavs, 108-102.
Oh, but we managed to win against Brooklyn, though. Hooray! Hooray!
And each minus the Boston game, which we have played our whole contingent, and when we played the Pistons, you saw Thibodeau tweaking a little bit, tried playing with Precious. He knew more than likely that's going to be a team that we're playing with. He was looking for different rotations, different players to step up. Some other players did step up for our New York Knicks in that team. You saw Precious play a phenomenal game, play 40 minutes, 18 points, 10 rebounds. Mikal Bridges, 17 and 33 minutes was pretty good. Karl Anthony Towns showed him that he's a man amongst boys in Detroit. Nobody from Detroit has anything to go against Karl Anthony Towns. He's more than likely going to mollywop anybody on that team for the whole series. Deuce McBride played pretty good. He played 39 minutes, 12 points, 6 rebounds. We're looking for him to get in rhythm, which he did today, as you saw. Jalen Brunson played 30 minutes. He was a little bit off, 15 points. PJ Tucker, we got him as the enforcer to play in. Shaman and Campaign played pretty good, and DeLon Wright's going to be sporadic for minutes. He's someone that can help us out later on. Today's game, after the Cavs, we played a great game today. We played against basically Brooklyn Nets, who had nothing to play with, absolutely nothing. PJ Tucker played 29 minutes. PJ Tucker, he's trying to get, that was his cardio. Jenny Craig trying to burn off some of that summertime fat. We need you to do so. 29 minutes. Minutes police, where were you today? You did not say anything to Tibbs for playing PJ Tucker too many minutes. 6 points for PJ Tucker in those minutes.
29 minutes, too many minutes now. Got it.
Mikal Bridges, 0 points. It says 0 minutes. He played
like 5 seconds. He just got in the game. He was in the game just to say that he played. He wanted his streak going.
Salute to Thibodeau for making an executive choice for letting him play for 6 seconds and keep his streak alive. God damn it. Tom Thibodeau is a genius. I love that guy. Freaking awesome. Precious Achua, 33 minutes, 18 rebounds, 9 assists. He's getting into a groove. He's showing, I need these minutes. I need this contract. Precious going to be, if he can keep getting, but he plays really good with heavy minutes. I don't know how that'll look with us in the future, but anything north of 20 to 25 minutes, he plays very good. We could use him in the Detroit series. I can see that happening. Cameron Payne, 34 minutes, finally breaks out into what we know of Cameron Payne. 21 points, 7 assists, 2 rebounds. He needed 34 minutes to do it, but damn it, I'll take it. Miles McBride, 30 minutes, 17 points, 8 assists, 4 rebounds. We need to see that from Deuce McBride, get some confidence in that shot, as we spoke about earlier, for him to get that burn. Landry Shamet. He is risen. He is risen indeed. The boy came out from the dirt. That boy came out of nowhere. 40 minutes, 29 points. He was chucking them up. That boy shot every shot that touched his hand. There was not a shot that he didn't like and none that he didn't miss. 29 points for him. Your boy, Kevin McCullough. You were calling on from Baby Josh. Josh Light. The Diet Josh Hart. Kevin McCullough, 22 minutes, 8 rebounds, 4 points, 2 assists. A little Josh-esque, a little something. DeLon Wright, 21 minutes. We had 5 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, liking that. Your boy Pat played today. Pat Combe Dadier, that French croissant, played 11 minutes, 4 points, 4 rebounds. Marjon Beauchamp played 5 minutes, 4 points, 4 rebounds, and even Anton Watson got 1 minute. Everyone on the team played.
You didn't say Kolek, did you?
I didn't say Kolek.
Kolek played.
Did I miss? Oh, I'm sorry, I missed Kolek. 14 minutes, 5 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Salute to Kolek. Coach Thibodeau is a genius. Look at the rotations he did. Mixed everyone in the game. Everyone got burned, and we led to a W with Kolek in the game. Salute to Coach Thibodeau. What a winner. I love him. Thibodeau shirts all around for everyone. And Knicks, let me go back to Knicks. Knicks, save me the time. And that was it. I gave you the brief synopsis from Boston all the way down to Brooklyn. We are now in the 5th seed. And yes, 2 shots does see dead people. His analogy of seeing things in the future. In case you guys didn't know, 2 shots is going to give us 7 lottery numbers at the end of this, including the Powerball winning number. So once you do that, you do have to come back for us. So if you win, you do have to come back and include us.
I need my cut.
We need a little something like that. David Smith says Brunson has to be better. Do you think Brunson has to be better? Or he's just trying to find himself in rhythm?
Oh,
you're the only other person on the podcast with me.
My bad.
You're the only other person here.
I thought you were talking to homie. My bad.
There's no other windows in the screen here but me and you, sir.
No, I thought you were talking to the chat. My bad. Relax. Yeah. I thought you were having a back and forth.
You know, I went on that one. My bad. I sounded like I was talking to the chat. 2 shots, perdona, mi money. Forgive me. But carry on. The question was to you, sir.
Repeat it again. What was it?
Do you think Brunson needs to be better, or do you think he was just trying to find his rhythm?
I mean, better is a strong word. I wouldn't say that. Yeah, I think. I mean, obviously, after you miss whatever it was, like a month, you're gonna try to get your rhythm back. But yeah, I mean, just trying to get his rhythm back. I'm not gonna shit on Brunson. I love Brunson.
Let's go. We got the season out. 81 games over. I think it was a successful season considering the areas of opportunity that we had, whether people want to look at them or not. I look at it as a whole. Considering what we had, I think it was a successful season. Now, could there be opportunity and things that we've gotten better? Yeah, I think we could have done better. But the fact of growth, and this is things that you can take on to learn and be better, and things that you can work on in the offseason and even in the postseason. I think it was a successful season. Glad that we got to 50. I thought it was really good. I'm super proud of our team. Now, of course, with any season, there's always things that you could do better, would like to grow and get better. I think those things are attainable in this postseason. The 2 players, the 2 starters, I said it before, the key to our postseason success, the keys to us being successful for our starters is Josh Hart and Karl Anthony Towns. To me, there is a small window for them. There is a small window of error. They are too good and they are counted on for this team a lot. Carl Anthony Towns, the 30 and 14, the 30 and 20s are phenomenal. Salute to him having, I think it was 27, 30 point game, 30 and 10 games, 30, I think the highest in Knicks all time, or second behind Pat. But 31 and 10, that's great. And I love it. And that's something that we could take advantage of. But the games like he had with the 7 turnovers, the sloppy fouls, they have to be nipped in the bud. You can't have those mental lapses, not even in one playoff game. So he is too good, too skilled to be too lackadaisical, in my opinion. And that's where those are the things that I think Tibbs is talking about honing in. If you're at that level, you're the biggest big man we have, the most elite. The 7 turnovers cannot happen. Yes, you're trying to make the right pass or make cool little behind the back, and we love them when they're successful. They're great, but we can't have those turnovers and the lackadaisical fouls. If he's playing the 5, he has to be smarter than that. Josh Hart cannot have mental lapses on defense for 2 to 3 minutes on resting. That is where he has to let the coach know, you know what? Sit me and let someone else play. That's where you can't leave it on the coach. If you're tired, you got to let it to the coach or give 100% when you're on the floor. That's just in my opinion. Now, could it be the coach's fault that if the coach sees him slacking and says, "Yo, he should pull him"? I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one 2 shots. That maybe the coach should pull him. However, the reason I say it's on the player because we know Tibbs. If Tibbs has love for his player, he's gonna always give the player the benefit of the doubt. You saw with Julius Randle, which drove you crazy last year, 2 shots. When Julius Randle should be pulled out, the spinning and winning, or spinning and not winning and turning over, and Tibbs will still give his player the chance to try to make it up. So on that, it's up to the player to pull themselves out. Those are the 2 players to me, as far as starters, that are key for us advancing past and to the second round. We can't have that against Detroit. You can't give Detroit any kind of motivation. You can't give them any inspiration. They already think they're the bullies. And yes, look, they're cool. They beat it, but we are too skilled to let this go 6 games, in my opinion. We are too skilled to let this go 6 games. If we go anything past 6 games, it's because at that point we're playing down to the competition. Yes, they're good. They have ability, but there's no reason we should go more than 5 games against Detroit. In my personal opinion, we are too good to let a team that was 17 or something last year, who's playing confident this year with some good veterans, to take us out. There's no reason we should go more than 5 games. I think we should be done with this series in 5. My personal opinion. What are your thoughts on this Detroit matchup?
I think we should win, but I'm not gonna count them out and say we should beat them in 5. Like I could very well see this going 7. I don't know. I'm not. I think we're gonna win. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not just gonna discredit them. Like, yeah, they might have won 17. They might have won 17 last year, but this year they won 40, whatever it was. Like, they damn near tripled their win totals in 1 year. So no, it's not the same squad like you kept saying. They got vets now and all this extra. I'm not gonna discredit them. I'm not gonna discount them.
Okay. And I'm not discrediting them. I think we're skilled enough to beat them. I think they're a small team during the 6'9". Isaiah Stewart is 6'7", 6'8".
They're a pretty big team, bro.
There's no one over 6'8".
Yeah, but there's no one under like 6'5".
Yeah, ideally they're tall, which that's what gave Deuce a little problem overall with Cade, because he's a 6'7", 6'6" guard. He's huge. And overall, they're for the most part, everybody in that team is about 6'8", 6'9".
They range from like 6'5" to 6'9".
And 6'10", Tobias is 6'10". They're good. They're gonna have a game where they're gonna go off. You're gonna have a Tobias Tim Hardaway led team where their experienced and veterans gonna get you a game. You might have a Malik Beasley type game if they get 2 wins that he's gonna go off here and there. But you gotta contain them for school. You're gonna listen. In my opinion, you let Cade get the 35s, 10. Let him try to beat you and score. Whenever Cade tries to beat you, typically we would win that game. Typically, we beat them, but they're a good team. You just can't let the others. You can't let Beasley, Tim Hardaway get that, and you got to get. Cat has got to play aggressive against Durant. If Mitch, I don't know how Mitch plays a factor. Again, I'm hoping Mitch is playing 35 minutes each game, and that he helps Cat. That he doesn't have to play as hard, and he's playing Durant. He's playing, Stewart. I'm bypassing that, but I'm hoping Mitch is playing 25 to 28 minutes per game, and that'll cancel those out. That's what I'm looking for. I'm hoping, I'm anticipating Mitch to get at least 25 minutes per game in the series, which should help Cat out a little bit in those areas. But you can't have Josh taking lapses and not looking eye on man. The guy's getting back cut behind him. Those are the things that have killed us all season. That's what's let these teams go on runs. That's what's giving these teams confidence. So that's just my opinion for this series. I have no problem with this series here. I want to see who wins Orlando versus Atlanta again. I went to the Tuesday game. Orlando looked really good against Atlanta. If Orlando wins and they play Boston, I like them to give Boston some fits. I think they can give Boston some trouble. They would give more than likely trouble. You don't think so? You don't think Orlando? You don't think Orlando will give Boston any trouble?
No.
Why?
It's just how I feel. I don't know. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have not seen one Orlando Magic game. I have not seen one Boston Celtic game, except for the ones that they played against us. But there's not a single bone in my body that believes or that doesn't believe that this is going to come down to either the Cavs or Boston. One of the two are going to go to the chip. And I'm leaning towards Boston.
I've seen a lot of basketball. I watch a lot of basketball. I watch all teams. I'm always watching the ops. I watch plenty of teams, even when it's not the Knicks, against the Knicks, what the Knicks are going to do. Orlando has a tall team just like Detroit. So they all their players are about 6'9" and higher. So they have Judah, who's playing for them. Isaac is about just like here, que lo que.
That nigga in his cowboy outfit.
Yeah, ay, está pegado.
On that Mexican track.
Hey,
with
that's
the
that new wave.
Güey.
Hey.
Someone don't break the lines. Yeah, well.
Plastic
As
cup
it is.
board.
Saucy Sundays.
Plastic Cup boys in the building. So we talking about the Detroit. Do you think Detroit gives us any kind of what do you say Detroit series? How does that look to you on a win, you Knicks? Do you think 5, 6, or 7 games?
We'll get them in probably 5 or 6. It won't go to 7.
Okay. Do you think they're a scrappy fighting team? And listen, against Detroit.
Well, I mean,
go ahead.
They only got that one kid that got our number. They only got that one kid that got our number like that, really.
Okay. The reason I like Detroit for us to fight them, play them in the first round, is because that team, because they're scrappy, because they like fighting, that team will wake up the dogs. That team will wake up the dogs in us. That team is going to spark something in the Knicks for the next series going on. If we can get through them in a physical, I hope it's a physical fight. I hope it's a physical series. I hope there's pushing and. God.
Yeah. It's definitely gonna be something. I agree with you. That's definitely gonna wait. Like they're gonna catch a smack. The Knicks are gonna catch a smack in that first one. They're gonna be all right. This is how we doing it. All right, let's go. You know what I mean? And then from there on, it'll be. You know what I mean? Everybody will be active because it wasn't like last year that it was only on Brunson and Hart's end. Like it was only 2. Now we got a whole squad going in, so niggas better tear some shit up.
Yeah, even in the Philly series last year, we were undermanned, we were injured, we had all that, and it took the cheap shots or something to just spark that in the Knicks and be like, oh, we doing like that? Tato, we here we go. Dante DiVincenzo started going. And
Yeah.
after that, when we played Indiana, he was all up fighting with Miles Turner. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't taking those shots. We fought all the way to the end. So you
No, we
sometimes
don't
you
have
need that
to
extra.
no more, man. We got now.
But yeah, well, why you mad? Why you hating on Bridges? I fucks with that. I fucks with it. Eh. Eh.
Stupid ass.
But when we win that,
Come
you're
on,
gonna
hey,
be like,
relax.
he did okay.
That's our dog. That's our dog right there. Relax.
Hey, now I
Easy
know
on
what
Bridges. Easy on Bridges.
now I know what it. Now what I do when I see you, be like, yo, what's up, two shots? Eh. Eh.
That's gonna be your bang bang right there. That's gonna be your bang bang
Bang bang.
right there. Two shots.
Two shot.
Well, listen, I gotta get back to work, gentlemen. You know.
How you keep coming on the show and then leaving? Like,
Yeah.
This is not. This is not a cut from my
look,
psyche.
ladies.
yeah, que lo que, que lo que. Yeah.
That's El Chatty Storm. You heard Dominican, one of Dominican's finest out there.
Yo, let me get my.
We out here,
my
we
charger.
working.
Activo. Now I'm back. Y'all got me back in my back. All right.
Yeah. Well, listen, I gotta get out of here. I mean, I'm just jumping in and out.
We can tell every time we're trying to wrap it up, you come in and bring it back.
Double
All right,
Dutch,
Nick
double
Jackson.
Dutch, double Dutch.
So Nick Yak says big back court, small front court. We are huge. When Mitch is in, and OG will limit Cade. I like that. I'm telling you, OG and Mitch.
All right,
People are
gentlemen, I'm out of
forgetting.
here.
All right, do you think, my guy? People are forgetting the impact of Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson is going to show people of what is his importance in this man. When he comes in the game, it's going to be a whole different breed. Him and OG. Cade is not going to get what he wants all the time. Mitch is not. Jalen Duren is not going to get those 18 points in the paint he got last time with Mitch. You know, he gave him a little time, but playoff Mitch is a different beast. So I can't wait to see it. I'm excited. I think we got this series against Detroit. Whether it's 5, whether it's 6, whether it's 7, I don't see that it's going to be a problem. I think we got that game. And we'll see what happens after that. I think hopefully Orlando wins against Atlanta. They got the size. Jonathan Isaac is about the size, a phenomenal defender. Him on KP is going to be interesting. You got Paolo Banchero, who's 6'8", 6'9". You got Franz Wagner, who's 6'8", 6'9", against Jason Tatum, against Brown. You know, they got Cole Anthony, who Pritchard would have to, if he plays him, has to defend against Cole Anthony. They got Black, who's another tall guard, about 6'7". They got height, man. They got height, and they got lengthy young defenders, and they're young. So I think Orlando could give Boston some problems. Maybe not win it, but I think they could take them to a 6-game series. You know what I'm saying? I think they could definitely make it interesting and give them some nerves and maybe wear them down a little bit. So I'm interested to see some of that. But Knicks, we got 1 week. Today was a final game. We're resting. We got a whole week. I believe the playoffs is Saturday or Sunday. We'll find out. We'll talk about it Friday, see when that game is, whether it's Saturday or whether it's Sunday. We may be doing some live shows. When is it? Sunday the 20th. Maybe we do a live. Hey, put in the chat. Do you guys want us to do a live watch party? Two shots. You down for that watch party?
Yeah.
You want to do a watch party? Okay. Maybe we do a watch party. Get sauced up. You guys join us for the watch party. We might be, a little licky.
I might be fasting at that point, so I don't know.
What time is the game, Special? Double check us, coño. I think I might be working. Yeah. So.
If it's Sunday, I'm good.
Is it after?
Well, it's a playoff, so it's a night game. It has to be a night game.
Hopefully it's a night game. Let's see it. Who's in the building while he's doing that? Bridges pretending his girlfriend is what? What did you say, Nick? Yak? Bridges pretending it's his girlfriend's ass. Oh wow! I just got that. Eh.
Oh,
I was like, what is he talking about? Oh, eh. Yo. Oh, good. Yeah. Oh, I was a little late on that one, but yo, great show. Appreciate you, Manito. There's like 50 people in this chat. I don't know why there's only like 4 thumbs up.
come
I don't
on,
gotta
man.
tell you.
Come
I
on,
gotta
man.
tell you guys that. I gotta tell you guys that. Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
I don't want to be that person, but you know what I'm saying? You better get them lights up.
Dave Smith said Kate Cunningham cooked Brunson last game. Cat didn't play. Brunson doesn't have to improve. Give me a break. I don't think it's not that he has to improve.
Yeah.
It's that the other they just have to play in unison. Jalen Brunson's giving you 25, 35, and he improved his assists. He went from 6 assists to almost 8, 9 assists per game. He's had all his areas that he's improving on now. So that's what matters. Oh wow. Hey you. Thumbs up for getting it. Hey, yeah, thumbs up for getting it. I know I was like, wait, it's good.
I don't even know how to. I don't know how to respond to that. I'm just
I
gonna
don't
say
know
what.
either. And that, hey, listen. Listen, Brunson. Listen, they're both all NBA All Stars. There's nothing much more you can say for both of them. Now they both have to hone in on the defensive side. We're into the playoffs. They both look out of all of them defensively right now. Brunson is still number 1 in charges, as Two Shot brought up. Cat had 7 turnovers the other game. Cat is getting into foul problems super quick, super early, and on stupid defensive fouls. It's not like he's contesting a block and he's getting a foul. It's on a push, hand on the shoulder, illegal screen. Those are the stupid fouls that he has to. Brian, I'm Dominican. This is my guy. Why would I talk bad about my like? This is my guy. We want them to get him better. These are stuff that he can improve. It's mental errors. It's not even a skilled error. It's mental errors. So if
Yeah.
he can hone in on these little small mistakes, if Josh Hart could actually keep his eye on his man, if he can keep his eye on his man and not get cut from the back, pause. No Diddy. Diddy be cutting from the back. As long as he's not getting the Diddy shot in the back. Don't get Diddy.
At least Diddy use baby oil.
Yo, hey, yeah. Listen, come
Yeah,
on,
I'm sure it's
Brunson.
gonna be a night game. It's a playoff, so
It's more than likely like 6 p.m. Hopefully ours is like 6 p.m.
I don't see that. I don't see that being a day game because, like, so usually, like, they'll have a baseball game in the morning or in the afternoon, and then they'll schedule the next game after because they want the eyes on the playoffs. That's how I remember it. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong though.
David, it's not only we're not. There's no narratives. I never make a narrative. I never make narratives. I speak. Listen, Brunson is the head of the snake. He's our point guard. His job is to score and facilitate. And that what he's been doing that exceptionally. Now we have been writing. If you've been listening to Machete has been cutting up Brunson all year, at him and Josh Hart on because they're doing the show. He's not focusing. He's not passing. So Machete's been cutting up Brunson all year because Brunson is not facilitating more. He's doing the show and getting distracted. So Machete's been all up on, for real, on Jalen Brunson. I've been on Josh Hart. We're honest. We are organic, as you guys. That's the name of the show. Listen, we're organic. We love our players, but we got to keep it real. There's areas of opportunities for all of them. It's a Two Shots opinion. Bridges, can he give you a little more defensively? Maybe there's room for him there. Maybe he's slacking on there. I haven't seen too much of it, but he could give you more shots and taking it. So There's areas
Maybe
for everybody.
it's just me. Maybe I'm just expecting more. I'm sorry. I apologize
No,
about that.
listen. As fans, we look for all our players to do more. We're not at 62 games like how you were saying, like Boston. So we would like our team up there, and we see areas of opportunity. But what I really want to see for all of them, I don't care how it looks, we must play 48 minutes of basketball. If we do not play 48 minutes, however that looks, diving for the floor, loose balls, rebounds, fighting, if we don't play 48 minutes, we ain't winning any series. That's point blank, period. I don't care how it looks. I don't care if you take a charge. I don't care if you have silly fouls. Just play 48 minutes of basketball. If you do that, Knicks fan base, we good with you. The Knicks fan base will be good with you. 48 minutes of basketball is all we ask. Effort from beginning to
All I
end.
ask is for effort, really, to be honest with you. I
I'm
mean,
saying, but it has to be for 48 minutes.
well, yeah,
'Cause
obviously.
because
But
I mean,
in an ideal world, you're not playing 48 minutes.
but you have to. I mean, playoffs. The winning team plays 48 minutes. The winning, whoever wins the series plays 48 minutes of basketball. What you saw against Cleveland was when we lost to them was 48 minutes of basketball. We let off for 7, 8 minutes, and that's all it took. Once a locomotive gets moving, you can't stop a moving train unless you get ran by about 4 cars. You can't stop. You can't do that in the NBA. You gotta play 48 minutes. You can't give them any type of run, energy, and that's where PJ Tucker comes in as far as motivating, bring the dogs out. But it shouldn't take PJ Tucker to not have Dennis Schroeder standing over Jalen Brunson. It should be Deuce automatically, Jalen Brunson automatically. I'm sorry, Josh Hart. You know what I mean? So
That's
we'll
part
see.
of that. That's part of that heart, though, that they don't have. You know what I mean? This is
And that's why
to me. To me, there's a clear cut difference between last year's team and this year's. Last
we
year,
got rid of our 2 dogs.
last year, exactly. Last year, we had that fight in us, and nobody punked us. This year, we're more like finesse. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when somebody gets rah rah in our face and shit, we just let it be. And I don't like that.
Well, hopefully that's why I think the Detroit series is going to help us to a certain extent. I mean, Julius Randle was the silverback. When somebody try to get tough with you, ain't getting tough with Julius Randle. He's dropping the shoulder, elbow on you, and whether he's getting a foul, he's doing the, you know what I'm saying? Like it was different. Dante DiVincenzo, you see him in Minnesota, he's tackling people into the stands.
That
He
boy
doesn't
is
care.
cracky, man.
He don't care. He's fighting. He's calling you a bitch right over the cameraman with the microphone in his mouth. Like he don't care. I'm taking texts, yo, whatever.
He got
We
into a
lost.
fight with the Pistons this
Yeah,
year.
we're Hollins. Yeah, we're Hollins. That's what I'm saying. He follows the fans.
That boy staying on business.
We lost 2 of our dogs, so it's hard to replace that and adjust to that. So that's been a big adjustment for us this year, and that's where PJ Brown's senior leadership. He's the Taj Gibson esque. You know what I'm saying? To get us into the confidence of staying on business, stand on your ground on there. But I ain't scared of Detroit. I like the matchup. I think it was actually more favorable for us than the Milwaukee. And I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not going to say it's easy. I'm not going to disrespect them. I think they're doing good. They got great vets. But I think that fight, that tenacity that they have is going to spark something in us like the Phillies 76ers series did last year. You know what I mean? So I think that's something that we need. We need something to give us a little more motivation where you're not going to get that against Giannis. You're just going to try to beat them as best you can at that point in time. So I don't know. I like it. We'll see this week coming up. We have the Sunday game. We'll talk about it Friday, see what's up. We should know the schedule, time frame, see what's up. Depending on when that game is, we'll see if we can do a watch party because I work usually till at least la cuatro. You guys can translate that with your Google Translate. And then we'll see from there. And then salute to M Special, always doing these shows here. Salute to everybody in the chat. Dave Smith, who's always giving us comments in all caps, helps me read. Even with my glasses, I can see it easily with all those caps.
Está viejo. Bro, you were born in the 1900s, bro.
Oh yeah, you're getting disrespectful. You're getting disrespectful, bro. Cut his channel, cut his feed, cut his feed, cut his feed, cut his feed. Coñazo. Salute to Nick Jack, David Smith on there. On Dios, who's always in the chat, always supporting, always telling people what to do on here. Cut his feet. Yeah. Está jodiendo mucho, yeah. Who else we got here? Keith Watkins, the first moderator in the building. Keith Watkins out there with the kids. He got a grandchildren out there. I don't know if he's at the track meet or he's out there chilling. Salute to you.
Jits, bro, jits.
He's with the Jits. He's out there. Salute to Buzz be the champion. Buzz.
But
Buzz Lightyear. We got Buzz Lightyear in the building. Salute to you, Just
to
Nick,
infinity.
and beyond. Like your takes.
And
Salute to Hot Sun Breeze in the building. Salute to you. Appreciate you, sir. Hot Sun in the building. Clarence Miles in Indiana fan. Salute to Clarence Miles. Jimmy J. Jimmy J, first time in the building. Appreciate you, Jimmy J, for commenting on here. Just Nick's always out there. Just Nick, speedy recovery to you, sir. Hopefully you're healing up soon. You see New Nick's is out here talking spicy. I mean, we need you to, you know what I'm saying? Show them what's up, bro.
I see that. I see that. You see that? You see that? I see that duck. You see that duck?
Yeah. They say you ducking, Just Nick. I don't know, Just Nick.
Duck, bro.
You know what I'm saying? We need that off-season game in the summertime. We'll see if you healed up. No Knicks content gonna be out there. Maybe we do that live. Maybe we get Keith Watkins out there to record it. Have the Jits as the referees, his grandchildren referee. You know what I'm saying? We might have to put something out there. We'll see what's up. Salute to Andios, all my Dominican people. Salute to you guys. Appreciate you guys. End of a wonderful season. I don't know. I'm taking it that I love this season. I was happy with it. Could have been better, yeah, but considering injuries, I was happy with it. Two shots, your final take on the season. Is it a successful season? Is it a 50-50?
This was as mid as possible for me.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I just couldn't get behind it, bro. Like, if you would have gave me some competitive games against the top of the top, I told you this. If we would have lost on a last-second shot or a stupid turnover, whatever, you would have given me some kind of hope. But I'm basically lifeless, bro. This is like the most uninspiring, most baloney 50-win season I ever been a part of. And and grant you, I haven't been a part of many. I haven't been a part of many as a Knicks fan, but I'm just not feeling it, bro. Mid. Hopefully, some miracle happens and a comet crosses the planet and we end up upsetting somebody, Boston, Cleveland, or whatever, making it to the Eastern Conference. But I just don't feel it in my heart, bro.
Yo, look at these new Nickers, and I mean Nickers. Yeah, which we got.
Call me Eulogy Knicks. That's what I want to be right now.
Absolutely, Eulogy Knicks. You got this dude who's saying it's a mid-season, where the Celtics are only 10 games better than us. 10 games.
Only 10. Only 10.
This is their best season in the history of Boston. In the history of Boston.
You know what I feel like? I feel like, let me take it back, because you might actually understand this. I feel like I'm reliving the Patrick Ewing years.
The ones that
let me tell you why I feel like that. Because there's a motherfucking juggernaut named Michael Jordan that we just cannot get past. And I don't give a fuck if we win 50 games, 55, 60. I don't care if we're the first seed, the 8th seed, the 25th seed. That motherfucker over there, that's the problem. MJ, that's the problem. And as long as he stays the problem and doesn't retire and want to play baseball and all this, as long as that problem is still there, We ain't going nowhere.
Well, I'm glad I can count on you for positivity, sir. When I'm on the verge of committing suicide, I'm calling.
I'm gonna push you off the ledge, bro. Bro, we done spoke about this. You on the ledge? Jump.
He said, "You won't, bitch.
You
Jump,
won't jump.
jump, bitch.
Stop being
Jump,
a pussy and jump. You ain't gonna do it. You gonna do it? I'm gonna wait
So
for
what
you.
this cactus? So what this cactus is down there? Stop being a bitch. Jump.
Stop being a
It won't
bitch
work.
and jump.
God, that's it.
Hey
You
man,
are so
there
tough.
ain't no firefighters out here. You know, we ain't gonna catch you with nothing.
Listen, if you are suffering through depression, if you're
Listen,
feeling anxiety,
have you
just call 1-800 go fuck yourself. 1-800.
have you seen the movie The Other Guys? Have you
We're
seen?
just kidding. We are YouTube friendly here. If you need help, call 911 because we can't help you.
No, but I ain't gonna help you. But listen, have you seen the movie The Other Guys? Yes, with Will Ferrell. Yes. You remember that scene where the dude was drunk and they were like trying to talk to the guy because he was on the ledge, and Mark Wahlberg was like, "Jump, bitch! You ain't gonna do it."
That's two shots.
That's me.
That's two shots.
That's me.
2 shots.
Jump, bitch! Just jump.
That's 2 shots. Well, whatever he said, and whatever David
Hey, listen,
Smith
if
is.
you haven't seen the movie, go watch it. It's hilarious.
We don't. Mark Wahlberg. This could be you, Mark Wahlberg. This could be you, sir. Anyway, regardless of what he says, I think it's a phenomenal season. I think we could have even be better. We will be better next year. I'm not counting this out because I got us at least to the second round, whether it's a war, whatever it is against Detroit. And by the way, it was Detroit that made Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was tired of losing to the Detroit Pistons. He would lose and they would beat him constantly. And those losing is what made him become who he was. Him and Pippen to go to
So
work out and be.
that's what you're hoping to happen to us.
Listen, if it happens and we lose to them, we may need it. We may need an ass kicking. I don't think we're going to lose to them, but I think we need a couple of teeth kicked in a little bit. I think we need to have someone show us where our bitch card is at and toss that shit out the window.
All right.
Straight up and down. Listen, that's it.
I think it.
You know what I'm saying? I think Detroit Pistons need to tell us that, we need to stop getting free drinks on Wednesdays because it's girls' night. Stop being a girl. Pay for your drink. You know what I'm saying?
Pull up your skirt. Pull up your skirt.
We're getting free drinks. I think they just need to say, yo, cut the free drinks. It's girls' night, ladies' night. Stop being a lady. Pay for your drinks, So I think we need a little sunshine. But nonetheless, we are organic Knicks fanatics. We are not faking on our team. We support, we ride with them. And I think they're going to surprise you. I think people like this one that's going to push you off the ledge, I think they're going to be like, we were holding out. You know what I'm saying? We were holding out for you like the girl on prom that you thought was going to let loose some, but she didn't. She was holding out. She's a prized possession. You're going to see what the Knicks are going to do. You're going to see what oh my God. Longest plane landing in history. That's right. No one gives outros like us. Our exits, that should be fast wrapping up. This is the longest 20 minutes. And even then, New Knicks might jump back on. New Knicks might jump back on and extend it. It was the extended version.
We got that extendo clip. Feel me?
Listen, this was supposed to be a quick 1-hour segment. We turned it into tariffs being on pause. I'm gonna pause the tariffs. 226. All right, now we're gonna close it out for sure. You got video edit footage. 2 shots, win or lose the series. What do you got?
For the Pistons, we got that.
Yes,
we got that.
I got it too. No sweat. We did it a little long. Pause. We'll see you guys Friday 5 p.m.
That's what we said.
Friday or Sunday, we'll see. Great analogy, David Smith. Appreciate you, my brother. All love is always jokes, but we appreciate you.
Get us to 5,000 likes. If you get us to 5,000 likes, we get special to do a special show for you. Hey, yo, no
Listen,
more.
David Smith, Keith Watkins, Knicks Yak. If you guys see something that you like, dislike, screen record it, share it on your platform. David Smith said these guys is always jumping on Brunson's nutsack. Go watch him anyway. They hating on Cat. Whatever you feel that you liked about this, screenshot it, share it on your platform, and share it. Get these people over here so they can see what craziness is out here. So you can get the credit. Salute to you guys. Peace to you guys.
Subscribe, like, share, all of it. Comment. You put the comments in the section because we gon' get at you. You feel me? Oh, and if you like the movie The Other Guys, comment your favorite scene too. Let's go.
Let's go. What he said. You heard it. You already.
And if you got voices in your head like I do, put them in.
People like. If you see dead people like 2 shots, put a ghost in the comment section.
Put a ghost in the comment.
Hey, all right, we out of here. Hey, and in tribute to 2 shots,
Oh, fuck me, bro. All right, I'm out of here. Later.
We out.
Forms and films in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The new Knicks, the organic podcast.
Sounds like it's about to go down in here. Going down. New York City, NYC, MSG, stand up. Brooklyn, Staten, and the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. Brooklyn, Staten, and the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. This is for the win.